everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Wednesday. Oh my God. I have my days and my weeks and, mixed up. Hey, highly favored. Good to see you. Highly favored. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good to see you today. How are you doing? How's everything with you? Hey, BB, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. Greetings, house, greetings, greetings, greetings. How's everyone doing? Hey, Mr. Chike, welcome, welcome, sir. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, please, as you're coming in, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like as you come in. Yeah. So how na do wetin dey happen, wetin dey play? Yeah. We're going to jump right into this. So as soon as possible. Let me also share my link. Make we try so that we go do this one pack today. I share my link. Anybody when won't come inside now. So can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Please let me know if you can see my screen before I play this video. Please, like as you come in, they like as you come in. Don't forget to use the super chat to encourage us. This work, it's not an easy something. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, great. Yes. All right. So I'm going to play this video. This is the Labour Party National Executive Council. So we're going to be listening to this.
Sea and land. They are not attacking us through air, sea and land. For our shore, we are prepared to lead them through air, sea and land. They don't want to give up. Because we're on the right path. When you're on the right path, and God is with you, one with God is. So we're on the right path. We're choosing the right path, choosing to do the right thing. You've seen me being called out of things, called things you never imagined in your life. Today, we tell you, the tribalists, wonder how anybody can say that of me. Who are these in every part of Nigeria? Don't witness in every part of Nigeria. See you called religious people. All this should be possible because I've never been born, I've never been. I've pledged throughout my campaign that my commitment is to turn around the world. And it remains my commitment. I've said it, if I have the opportunity, I will pull millions of people out of poverty in the north. I will use opportunity of creating a livelihood to fight insecurity in the north. I will not fight it because I know what to do in the north. And I know how to turn it around. I don't want to have labeled me everything so that the people will not give me the opportunity. Same thing is what I say all over Nigeria. Labour Party coming to office would be a great factor. It would be a leader, something people can imagine. And everything. And I assure you of that commitment. Today we hear to come to that deliberation. See me, people even say, oh, he's been investigated. Some say he's been detained in London. Nobody has ever detained him. Nobody has ever Never happened. When they plan their evil and they are caught in it, they try to twist it. I remain down. Not a thing. But I've never, in any way, been in a position where I've done anything wrong. No, you. I was a governor for 8 years. My records are there. They are still maintained in Nigeria. If it is corruption, stealing public money, I left at something billion, $150 billion. Nobody leave $150 billion. Nobody has ever left $1. $1, not $1. I left $150 billion. We've had opportunity of people like former President General leaving $5 billion. I left at $40 billion and $150 million. Not even the federal government of Nigeria have anybody left $1. The positive, a day, I was number 20 in receipt. Not for number 1, not for number 2. Let me not get, did not enter any bank to borrow $1. And I challenge anybody, I have never, did not for one day, or any contractor who has done his work, done his supply, never got salary, pension, clearly standing gratuities that are made for over 35 million and still let them go. And still can let them go. Nobody has taken $1 as pension. But also, want to do that. We're going to do that. All I want to show you that it takes time. All these things are doing at all. Please, remain steadfast. To remove and to change the establishment takes time. Even in the Bible, these are legion. They won't come without us. They did the back. They did everybody. But everyone. It's a matter of fact. We want to do the better place out. Now, myself, as you offer yourself, this journey, let's do it. They will let us in. They want us to organize us. We come to do some chairman, secretary for this person. Then if you know what they tell me, oh, this person did this, oh, this person did that, oh, this person did that. Why are you doing this? They are going to come in different forms. They are producing even money for the people. Sadly, let me assure you, we will make mistakes. We will make mistakes. Because we're human. Things will go wrong. We haven't won everything. But let's embrace this. Let's embrace this. Let us be committed. Let us be tolerant of those who don't like us. Let us remain calm. All children, my old class, please, I know how annoyed they are. Because society has so much to them for them. They don't see any reason why they should be proud to Nigeria. Or men, and I said to them, as your leader, I will never apply for citizenship of another country. And the technical way, God created me in Nigeria. If he wanted to have created an American, that I dated a British person. I lived in the UK for several years. When they come back to them, qualified to be given automatic citizenship. But I'm not from Britain. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a proud Nigerian. I'm saying anywhere. If there's one friend in the world and I'm not in Nigeria, I'll go back to Nigeria and fight and I'm grateful. So they got down, and I want you to remain so. Because I want to make this place better. So that people can be proud to be born in Nigeria. In 8 years, I had a diplomatic passport, but I traveled with my green passport. I had it, but I traveled with it. See, today, when I live in England, I'm ready for it. When I left there, I told them, I'm going back to my house. I love this country. And I want to start from the north. And I stay so that people can see. So when it starts, they will see. I will go from north to the south, change that country. So please, in our mistakes, let us love each other. Let us correct each other. It's difficult, but we can move on together. That is why the chairman called meeting today. I can't say everything. Very important, which he knows. And said, I'll come here from here now. I'm running now. This is to continue with my music. That is the type of thing we want. We don't want to go and get an offense.
And I hear that one. So I have another one lined up. We're gonna get through all of this before we can start talking. Videos react. Well, not very many. I usually mess around there. So let me know when you can see my screen, guys. Let me know. Let me get a yes if you can see my screen. Can anyone see my screen? Okay, you can't see it? How about now? It's blank? That's weird. That is weird. Let me try it again. Can you see a picture yet? Come on now. We ain't got all day today. Not yet. Okay. Ha. Oh God. Oh. What happened? Okay. Okay. Let me remove this then and try something else. Pam, 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 pam. Okay, let me try this one more time. Let me try it again. I'm trying it again. Oh, you guys let me know if you can see it. What's going on? Come on now. Yeah, this is weird. Okay. If you guys can't see this one, I'll try another one. Because me, I don't understand. Okay, you can see it now. Okay. All right. Thank you, Christopher. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play it now.
His Excellency, Governor, General Market Factory, and all the members of NWC that are seated here, and those who are accompanying me, let me respectfully stand on all your existing protocols. Chairman, and thank Dr. Dozie for that wonderful introduction. I think it was a conspiracy with them. Still a company. Chairman and leaders of our great party, let me start by most sincerely thanking you for this audience, for permission, for the honor to meet with you this morning. I don't take this for in any way for granted. I'm sincerely grateful. Let me also thank you, all of you sincerely for what you're doing for our party. Since the inception of this thing, all they've been doing is trying to solve the various problems of our party. I just saw the inauguration of Kanu caretaker. Kanu, as you know, like Anambra State, one of those states where there's incessant problems, and I could see how you're taking care of it. So I thank you for what you're doing and continue to remember you in the next prayers for success. I'm just here this morning. I could have said any common else. I couldn't come to buy the form because a group of young men said, "Oh, we're going to buy the form." So I would have seen you there. But I said I have to come and see you before coming back to submit the form. And be able to tell you, yes, I'm contesting. And I'm not contesting because I have a desperation that I, P2B, must be the president of Nigeria. But I have a desperation, and Nigeria must get it right in 2023, or we don't have a country again. And getting it right will start by making sure that somebody who has capacity, competence to lead this country is in charge. What we're going through today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. I don't need to tell you I was with the Senate last night. That's why maybe members of the Senate from Anambra State, the Southeast, is not here with me. I was with the Senate last night. I was with the House of Representatives last night, and I told them. And the reason why I started with you people is because you pass the budget, so I can show you how what is happening with your country. And I reminded them, today in Nigeria, the country which you're going to save is on the top list of fragile failing states. If you go there, you will see Nigeria clearly. Today, if you go to terrorist index measure, Nigeria now ranks the same place with Afghanistan, Yemen, and then around. Of course, everybody knows that we are the world poverty capital. Even before COVID, Nigeria had more people living in poverty than the two biggest countries of the world combined, India and China. Out of school children, you are aware, we have the highest. We just passed India in infant mortality. Drug prevalence in Nigeria now is 14.8% against the average world average of 5.8%. Chairman, the list is endless. And stress impact of drugs, unnecessary deaths and drugs. We're not in one situation. Nigerians now spend over 100% of their wage on feeding. You can go on and on, education, everything will collapse. And then, like I was opportune to meet somebody who is in charge of approving the loans that were borrowing in the Senate yesterday. And I told him that unfortunately you are approving the loans they're borrowing. But those loans have put us into a mess because those loans were consumed without being productive. First 5 months of last year, Chairman, we earned 1,847 billion as a country revenue, and we service our debts with 1,802. So we were left only 45 billion. That was how much. Last year, we decided we were going to borrow only 4 trillion. The federal government ended up borrowing 6.5 trillion. This year, the approved budget shows 17 trillion, and we are going to borrow only 7. So far, our revenue progression, we will not make 50% of that revenue, which means we are going to borrow about 10 trillion. We are using 98% of our revenue to service debt. By the end of this year, Chairman will use over 100%. We are now borrowing to service debt. In the past 1 year, we've not put any money aside when we're supposed to put money to pay for those loans. The sinking fund has not received any money. Chairman, I can go on and on. We cannot continue like this. We have no other country except this one. And there's nothing left. The country is not just low. The country has a problem. And the problem is that it's not productive. You have the highest unemployment anybody, a country of our size can think of. That's 3.5%. If you combine the unemployment, we're over 55%. What is worse? In this is 60% is our young people who are the greatest productive assets and in their age of production. Which means when they get to your age, you have anything to fall back on. Chairman, they will everybody alive. Because today you're sitting here because you have talent. But the younger ones are not doing anything. They're not producing anything. So when they get to your age, there will be any country. So we have a crisis. The country is not productive. Every day you hear government say they have a revenue problem, not a borrowing problem. We have a revenue problem because your people are poor. Poor people cannot pay tax. They are not going to create money. They are looking for money to eat. So you cannot go to them and say, come and pay you tax. Tax is the function of production. And the country is not productive. And we have to make this country productive. It is simple. Chairman, the next election, we are not going to be electing a president who will be looking at this country. I told the National Assembly yesterday, there's nothing to share again. We're not looking for those who share what we have. We want wealth creators. And I'm asking, as a party, let us go and look at people's background. Where are they coming from? What have they been able to do in the past 30 years to create wealth? I mean, I like what Donald said about me when he was talking. But basically, my background is I'm a trainer. That's what I do. And I do it every day. I believe in it. Yes, it's taking me where I've got the height of training. I've also got the height of public cooperation, including being chairman of SEC. Even when I said the SEC is not doing their job very well. Capital market working. Because the capital market is so shallow where we're not even worth 5% of South African capital market, and we're the biggest economy. And I've been a governor. We have managed public money. The problem of Nigeria is that we need people who have trust on how to manage public money. And that's what we need, so we can invest it properly. I just came back from Morocco. After traveling to 31 countries, asking a question, what is wrong with Nigeria? Morocco is doing well today and being celebrated in Africa. Morocco is owing. Everybody is owing. Everybody is borrowing money. Morocco's debt to GDP is about 80%. But, Chairman, if you go to Morocco, I drove from the capital, Rabat, to their port, 300 kilometers. I didn't see one police on the road. There was no hold up. That port is the biggest port in Africa, doing 3 times what all the Nigerian ports do combined. For the 3 hours I was there, I could see how cargoes have been. They go more than Nigeria. But that is not a problem. Chairman, I've been to Bangladesh in 2010. That's where I was from. And I spent 1 week. And I always use these countries because they are countries of big population. I don't want to start referring us to Singapore. No. These are countries of big population. Chairman, when I was in Singapore in 2010, Singapore was owing $45 billion on a GDP of $450,000. And their per capita was just a little bit above $700. In 2010, Nigerian GDP was 375, and our per capita was $2,250. Today, Nigerian GDP is 400, and per capita is 2,000. So we lost 10% of where we are in 2010. In 2010, our debt was just about 20% of what it is today. Today we are owing about $100 billion. The last PDP government in 2008 cleared all our dollar debts and was remaining on this domestic debt. Today our dollar debt is hitting about $50 billion. And all this debt is excluding the ways and means, which if you added, will be owing about $120 billion without anything to show for it. Chairman, is a crisis situation. And PDP is in position to help to elect a competent person that can start solving this problem. Because if we get it wrong, we'll not have the country. Anybody will tell you, they'll tell you, oh, America said the country will do this, do that, and it's still standing. It's standing because a big ship, when it's sinking, takes time. We are sinking. We don't have what it takes today as a country to exist. Even our so-called reserve cannot support our import for 6 months. There's a threshold which you are allowed to keep. So we have a crisis situation. So my plea is that whatever you and your team is doing, let us ensure that we get it right. I thank you people for the wonderful work. Mine is that we cannot bequeath our children anarchy, which is where we are now. We're bequeathing our children anarchy. It is not about somebody who is going to come next to be the president and answer Mr. President, but somebody who will start creating wealth and making the country productive from day one. Once again, I thank you for this audience. Thank you.
Hey, talk about a man. Hey, abeg o, I don't know any other person but Peter Obi. Any other person, I no dey see anybody else. Hey. Let me play the one that's been trending all over, at least. Make we sef see am. Please let me know when you can see my screen. Guys, let me know when you can see my screen. Let me get a yes. I'm telling you, Sister Ife, honestly, everything, consistency. The man no ever shift one day. Eh? I'm telling you, there's no need to think hard. This is the reason, because we have saboteurs at the highest level. My show. Please let me know when you can see my screen. Oh, can you see my screen?
Oh my, there's nothing showing yet.
Okay. Oh man, I just want to run through the videos. Okay, let me check it out. Let's try it again. Mm, I really, really appreciate the consistency of this man. Honestly, why would I not? Why would I want to? Why would I not want to stand behind a person like that? Why would I not want to fight behind a person like that? Why? Wow. How about now? Now they see. If you can, you see the screen now?
It is show, but we know they hear anything. Like it's just a
Yeah,
still
I start
screen.
to the player. It's a still picture, right?
Yes, it's still for now. Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna start playing it now.
Notre hélicoptère, le deuxième est parti aussi. Le deuxième est parti. Hein? Ça, c'est bon. Vous n'avez pas.
Thank you. You want us to follow him like this again? No.
Hey, Guinea man, what is in that bag? What is this? There's another video that was showing two men outside. They carry something like look like a akam dry. Hey, Nigeria, we hate thee. Omo, I never see this kind thing for my life before. Never. Eh? The expose for Nigeria these days no be here.
We no go green, oh, we no go green. My neck chairman, we no go green. We no go green, oh, we no go green. My neck chairman. This is why we are speaking, because we heard that 170 million, that Mahmoud, you collected 170 million to sell our vote. Listen. Even if you collect that money and put P2OB, we will not go agree. We no go agree. It doesn't matter who you collect it and give it to, we no go agree. The bulk of Nigerians are saying that whoever we vote for, let that person be the president of Nigeria. That is what we're asking for. And the first thing we are standing is that Nigeria made a law. Buhari signed a law. The law that is holding INEC says that you must transfer our vote electronically. Is that not so? But you decided that Mahmoud said that even though light says red, that he has the capacity, he has to pass. Is that not a criminal? Is that not a mumu? Is that not a killer?
We are one people. Anybody that tries to divide us is an enemy of the state. And so today, we mourn the death of our unity. We mourn, we are just, we are sad for the death of democracy. Because democracy is something by the people, for the people, and by the people. But what we see today is anarchy. It's people who have been killed, wounded, destroyed. And because we love our country so much, nobody can make us hate Nigeria. Nobody can make anybody. There is nothing we can do. We are Igbos, we are Yoruba, we are PPO, we are ethnic. What are you, my brother? You are Igbo. What are you, my sister? We are Hausa, we are Bari, we are Fulani. Nigeria is not Wazobia. We have 500 more tribes, and we must live together as one. Some people are Muslims, some people are Christians. Some people don't even believe in God. And we are saying that all of us, as long as we are born in Nigeria, we are one. And so we are taking advantage of the people. Because some people have told some people that we have come here to cause destruction. Listen.
Wow. Honestly, kudos to this man, Mr. Mo. He's been on the street for how long now? For a while. Consistency. Hmm. These people, they don't carry load wey no be their own. No. Sorry. That load, they don't carry wetin no be their own. So na so the thing dey hot for their hand, like fire. Like fire. That's what is going on right now. There's no rest. I can tell you guys for free. These people have no rest. They are not sleeping. They're not they sleep. With all of this, they can't sleep. They can't have peace because they know they've taken something that doesn't belong to them. They have carried something that's not their own, so they cannot find rest. Do you guys notice that since they dropped that, since David Udeni dropped that fact that the Agbado is not from Nigeria? Have you seen any response? Have you seen them come with the power to debunk? Nothing, because they themselves they are at a loss for words. They don't know wetin they carry. I sure say Agbado where e dey right now, e go just remain for there, e no go gree come back because e go see say the thing don dey pile up on am. Even im senior advocate of nonsense when e come talk for television that day, the guy e be like say when they work under APC, e be like say dem dey make their brain disappear. Dem no dey know wetin to talk again. The intelligence go just disappear. E be like say dem no go school again. The man could not even explain it, couldn't give intelligent answers to the questions that were asked about this man's nationality. Nobody knows this man. I'm sure some of them are just now becoming aware. They don't carry work give them now.
You know, Moye, I don't know whether you go still play something. That's why I keep quiet.
No, go ahead, talk, Mercy.
You know, see, one thing I've come to realize is that you can't shame a shameless man.
That's true.
You know, my mom always tells me something. She says, a shameless man is more dangerous than person with the pie person, person
Mm,
with the lie on top person. Person
yep.
who get shame, just not get shame. And Tinubu belongs in that category. The guy is shameless. So you see, you said something about him. You know, he say this whole expose on his dual nationality will make him, you know, just get back in his shell. And you know, the guy has no shame. Come on, let's never give Tinubu the benefit of the doubt. This guy has no shame.
You know
See
why
that?
I think they're ashamed?
Hmm.
There's no human being that does not have shame, no matter how evil you are.
Ah,
That's what the truth
you
is.
sure see Tinubu get
Let
shame?
me tell you the difference. He will not come out and tell you he's ashamed. He's not going to come out and say if he's ashamed. How would you know?
So you know, when I use the word shame, I use that as a blanket statement. And I'll
Right.
give you an example why I never give this guy any benefit of the doubt. You know what happened during the presidential election? And
Mm-hmm.
my friend called me and she said to me, she said, "Oh, she said, Ify, do you know that this shocker they got on Saturday is going to humble them? During the governorship election, they will be humbled." I said, "No, no, no, no. Never underestimate Tinubu." I said, "The Tinubu that me I grew up in Lagos to know, Tinubu is going to double up on the violence. If na say them been plan say na people leg they won't buy or break or say this time around na knife you go tell them say make dem carry go take comot people the thing wey people dey take see." I say e go double up the plan wey e get, say e go come wicked pass as e plan am before. My friend thought I was kidding when I said this. And of course, we saw what happened. During the March 18th election, we saw that Tinubu increased, the level of violence. I don't want to use the word outrightly, but we saw what happened, right? We saw the old man who went to vote in Bariga. They used a knife. Now, knife then take comot eye. I don't know whether I see that one.
Mm-mm.
Elderly Igbo man will go vote. I mean, there were so many elderly people who volunteered as PU agents. And of course, it's unfortunate that one of them am for Fadeyi, and there was another one in, I think it was Bariga side, very close to Unilag side, Akoka side. Now, knife, now they take two down one for eye. So what I'm trying to say is this guy, man will not sit down here talk. Say we must always they tell ourselves, say the guy not get shame, say the guy not get conscience. No conscience for that guy had. They see that video of that helicopter where you show us, right? You see that point where Sanwo-Olu quickly used his hand to block the camera so that
Mm-hmm.
people will see that white powder where they get for where their leg day.
Yeah.
Did you see the look on Tinubu Agbado's face? I mean, you saw that look. He was as if he was going on a joyride. Oh my goodness. That was 10 years ago, right? That was in 2013, that video. He was what, 70 something years old, his real age at that point. But look at the look in his eyes. It was as if the guy was going on a joyride, like there was something interesting that is happening, and he was so excited, the excitement on his face. Every time I look at that clip, what I see there, I see man we not get shame for face. I know they give that guy the benefit of the doubt. I know they sit down here. Maybe it makes me feel good. And maybe everybody, perhaps no one would agree with me, but I think this is something I'll hold on to and tell myself that this guy has no shame at all. And this guy not get any conscience at all. All this one we did here, they saw say they don't catch him. This one they look for as he go take increase the bribe where you go pay judiciary. Tell them say I beg, okay, now don't hear what happen now, but what we will come do now? How now come make me president? He's
Yeah.
skinny. Yeah, I don't think he has any shame at all. Mm.
You're absolutely right. I can't even argue with that.
Mm. He has no.
I, I just think that deep down at the core of every human being, no matter how evil, they're
Mm.
not going to come out and tell you that they're ashamed. They're not going to take actions to make you know that they're ashamed because they have options around them that will
Of
come
course,
out
of course.
and
Oh my, you and I don't expect Agbado to come out and say, "Yes, I see the thing will happen now. Shame they catch me for the duel." No, he's not going to come out. No, he's not.
yeah.
This guy has groomed enough Machiavellians like him who are going to, you see all those statements they keep releasing to the media.
Mhm.
I think he released one today and he said Tinubu says, we know it's not Tinubu that's saying anything.
Of
No,
course.
it is his right hand men and his stooges, his proteges who are doing the work for him and all of that. I it's as I they see the video self, as I see that Yara Usmani, the guy who was sitting between Sanwo-Olu and
I
Tinubu.
don't even know who's that person
Yeah,
anyway.
Yara Usmani is a Malian who everybody knows in a fixer him be. That guy, I don't even feel imagine the kind blood where they had. Whenever you see people like this, there's no point trying to find out who Tinubu is or whether he hand clean or not. Look, that guy is a criminal, an international criminal. We be saying they control things around West Africa. So people have done investigative journalism, some investigative journalism, and they found out that Yara Osmani is actually a fixer, tough guy where they do baba things, and he sit down for their middle then. And what I heard is that he has gone back to his home country in Mali, telling everybody that he's the one who made Tinubu president elect of Nigeria. So imagine how we dey take go backward, eh? Come they rub shoulder with the likes of Mali, where we suppose they rub shoulders with the likes of Egypt, South Africa. For that Africa alone, no. Say na Mali, country where be said they dey beneath us. If you look everything, if everything they equal, right? And you can imagine this guy going back to his home country to say, "You see that president elect for Nigeria? Ah, now my friend though, now me make him, now I contribute to that victory where he gets." They said that's what Yara has been talking about since he went back home. And of course, someone like that will get, easy access to Aso Villa if Tinubu ever gets a chance to be sworn into Aso Rock.
I
Uh,
want.
yeah. So unlimited access, now go get. You go just a waka, they enter, they go, they come. Eh? The jet way, I don't know what it with that jet where the president of Nigeria they take enter plane go. They're not they search that kind of thing now. Now that white powder they're going to put for inside, just like it they inside that helicopter, that chopper we will see. Where so say 2013, Sanwo-Olu had not become the governor at the time. And you can see that he was much younger. He had a little bit of flesh in that video. And somebody talk say the thing still there for in lips small self. If you look that video, say it be like say it just tastes small. Say in lips white for that video. I know if he confirmed that allegation, but I not go dey surprised because Ambode will be the former governor of Lagos State had come out before now to say that Sanwo-Olu na white powder boy. They say they taste the thing well. So they do the thing the time when they America here. So I just don't tire for these people. The kind history where they get oh my
Everybody not fit come out, just come talk. I mean, that's
hey, I say
everybody
this they fear. Oh my, it be
policy.
like say they fear. It be like say they fear.
They
They fear. Yeah, all this one with them they hail am, but they say na hero, na hero. Not by mistake, oh, he take offend Tinubu, not be say na intentional, and I say intentionally offend Tinubu, not be say he plan am. I don't know whether the rumor they true, but what I heard was that he had just finished talking to Tinubu, and Tinubu was making his normal demands now, and someone who thought he had ended the call, and someone who said something like, "Ah, this man too like money now, wait himself. Now which time I will come get time take do work for the people who vote me." Every time money, money, money. Then say now waiting Tinubu here be that. Ambode had not handed the call at the time, so he said a lot of things that Tinubu was not supposed to hear, and that's how he got into trouble with Agbado.
wow.
And Agbado no they forgive when he don't vex for somebody, that person who don't finish with that. He go make sure say he go draw down heaven and earth, even the sea and the land. Sef, go make sure say they can fight the person. So Ambode is not, people paint him to be a hero. It's not like he looked Agbado in the eyes and told him, "I know they give you money." No, it was a mistake. He thought he
Wow.
had ended the call
Right.
when he was insulting Tinubu. And then, of course, Tinubu heard and said, "Oh, now me, this small boy they talk to. Now me give you that position and I go collect him." And of course, he used some party delegates to get him out. Moye, shame they catch me. Shame they catch me. You see this helicopter video every time where I watch them. Shame they catch me. Shame they catch me.
Mm.
A whole Nigeria. A whole Nigeria. Now Nigeria, na him be the not be the head of World Trade Organization. We get people like Philip Emeagwali. We get people like Ngozi Adichie. We get people. We get smart people all over the place. Come reduce our country to say we they follow all this kind. See the chopper, see the place as it dirty. Now so Nigeria they come bring her come reach ground like this. Are they shame? Are they shame?
I
Uh,
know this. You know why I know this shit? Let me tell you why.
shame. Oh,
Before this now just it don't reach time when because let's say the Nigerians as Nigerians, everybody they sleep before. That's
hmm.
just what it is. Everybody has been asleep. A lot of atrocities has been going on in that country. If you want even look and way back, even the Babangida them, their hand not pure. They belong in this world.
Not even talk those ones. But at least we know. Oh my, we
So,
don't say them be military men now.
so this time around, it be
Yeah.
like the creator himself says time. In order for you to move forward, all the poison need to come out. That's what we're experiencing right now. The
Hmm.
fact say all these things don't dey ground since and
Right.
nobody dey people when they try to expose am like the what's this Dele Giwa dem wey
Mm-hmm.
try to expose am wetin happen that one no see
Right.
light of day. there was another lady during Babangida and his wife's own. One lady called, I think her last name is Okon. And that is Mary Okon or somebody.
Yeah, I remember that Mary Okun wouldn't talk say, she's now in the UK and she's done plastic surgery or something.
Till tomorrow, nobody knows the whereabouts of that
Yeah,
woman
right, right,
because she wanted to blow the lead off. So many people that maybe we don't even know their names that were trying to do that they silently took away. So
right.
this one, it be like saying, nah, this is the time for all this poison to come,
Mm,
for the citizen of
mm,
the nation to open their eyes and ears and their consciousness to how these
right.
people have stolen them to the ground, has wrecked their society to the ground. That's why all these things are coming out. And it just so happened that Peter Obi is the man for the nine be the man for the assignment.
Amen. Oh.
Nine get the mission. So
Mm,
because he's that sort of man, right, with that kind of grace that cannot be explained, this is where all these things are opening up right now. So no Nigerian can pretend and say, "Oh, we did not know." Oh no, now you know. Now you
mm,
know so that you can tighten. This is just a reminder that
yeah.
you guys have been sleeping. It's time for all of you to wake up and do the work to if you still want to have an ancestral land, if
Mm,
you still want to have access to your to what you belong, what rightfully belongs to you,
right,
better open your eyes. This is so there's no them say anymore. You are seeing it now.
right,
So
right.
now, what are you gonna do about it? That's what it's like. That's what it is right now. Everybody has to now make a decision on their own individually. What are you going to do about it? Are you gonna just keep quiet or turn like person when they sleep, turn the other side and continue to sleep? Or are you going to deal with this mess now? Because children they grow up, they are going to have children. Children will born children again. Is this the mess you want them to be born into? Because if this continues, it will be a narco state. Is that will be the end of Nigeria. It will be in the group of the Colombias and the different countries with drugs. That's it. It's over.
You
So
know,
that's
oh
why.
my, I've often laughed at myself though. Sometimes when I express my anger towards Agbado, I dey remember that woman wey train am. That woman wey dem talk say pick am up for Lagos streets then
Yeah,
now.
mortgage.
That Ogbologbo woman who
Mm-hmm.
was a member, according to what I heard though, she was a politician. She was in Awolowo's party and she was a woman leader and also Iyaloja, in those days. So, of course she was until demise. That woman, the anger when I get towards her, I know say she don't buy you, but I just dey wonder, say how human being go raise person will be like this. And sadly, there are women who were created just to raise the likes of Pablo Escobar, Agbado, dangerous people. Some women go just come this life, their job, their duty now to just come raise person will go hold a whole country to ransom. We remember say wetin happened for Colombia, when Pablo, is it Pablo? Yeah, Pablo Escobar, right? Yeah, when he was running things in Colombia, as he get power reach, even Colombia people not give him chance. They not gree am. They not gree am win election. That one not even do presidency. You dey hear me, my sister.
Yeah, they hear you
Na
clearly.
parliament, na parliament position that one run for. He not even do too much. He just say, okay, make him just do House of Rep, make him rest. This one, get mind. Come say he won't become president of Nigeria. With all these things where they come out for left and right, he forget say the time when they learn work for Pablo Escobar and say one thing where you must not do and too much, just they do middle. Pablo was $30 billion rich, when they buy him, when the agents buy him for Colombia. You don't even do rich like this. For this internet age, oh my, now you one person can't come out where everything they in the open. You say you won't become president, where everybody they see waiting they happen. This guy get mind though. I tell you one more, those people where they tear their passport, where would they see for inside those things where they see for internet. If then swear this man in no more, now the first thing what I go do be that. I know they go back to Nigeria. If it happen, oh, God not go let it happen. But if it happen, even Colombia will be saying are dead and they make the things where then they spread go. They're not even greedy Pablo to win election. Pablo lost. It's not as if he even he smelled the thing. He lost outright. People didn't vote for him. But because, of course, Nigeria is a special breed of, when it comes to, the fact that they're worse when it comes to corruption and all of that. This one managed to bribe INEC. INEC put him as president. Of course, Nigerians didn't. Some Nigerians voted him, but most Nigerians didn't vote him. So there's no way he could have won the election except for the fact that he bribed. So that means we have to fight a little harder than Colombia did. Colombia didn't just vote for him. And of course, Colombia even has a transparent election more than we do in Nigeria. It's a shame. I'm so
No,
embarrassed.
but that is why we fight. This is why we cannot rest on our laurels, right?
That's correct. Yeah. That's,
Why we cannot. This is why we have to keep putting our voices out there and not rest on it, because at the end of the day, if see this noise when they make, so we might think we are not having any effect. We might think that it is getting to them,
mm-hmm.
because nobody, no, not there's never been a time in Nigeria where, of course, they didn't have the benefit of social media like we do right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was easy for them to silence a lot of people back then.
Right.
You're
Right.
just here saying the person don't buy,
Right.
next to you, you're just here saying the person don't buy. But this time around, how many people you want hold? How many social media people you want hold? How you want to take do one? You understand? And the society is getting more and more aware. People when know, they tell people when don't know. People they buy data now. Now on top of social media, they say they get their news. Twitter, now they say they get their news. So it's not as naive as it used to be. It's not as ignorant as it used to be. So a lot of people have woken up to the fact that, look, this thing cannot happen, and that's why we're pushing. Imagine Peter Obi saying that I'm not going anywhere, we're going to fight to the end. They come with the through the air, we did there, water, we did there, land, we did there, back to back. They never experienced this kind of thing before. There's no way. They never anticipated this type of pushback. Remember what happened during NSAS? By the time they put how many firearm outside, like 3 4, kill a lot of people, right? Delete a lot of people. They just say na so they no get liver. Na the same thing we go do, the triumph. This is why Peter Obi say, okay, this method we no go use, and we need to move with wisdom.
Right. Yeah.
Wisdom this
Yeah.
man dey use. Because imagine if when that happened, when they woke up in the morning, when everybody was sleeping, and gave this man the whole thing, right? And everybody just was on the street.
Right.
This matter for don end since. We for no dey talk am again. I'm telling you for free. We
You
for
know,
no dey talk am.
yeah.
Everybody for enter house, because they would have come with their full force. Because I remember during the election, they had boots on the ground in Lagos. They were shipping soldiers in. They were coming in droves, in trucks. I was not wondering. People were now saying, Baba, Bubu really wants to, he really means this election. No, he's shipping people in. No, he's doing this. So, nobody, Peter Obi does not want to have young people just delete unnecessarily on top of, election when we do. This one, now strategy we need, not be the same way, because they are banking on it. They bank on am say yes, these people go come out and we go carry out the same way, even worse, and
Right.
then we cover am up.
Right. It was Albert Einstein who said, "Well, it's insanity to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result." So I think Nigerians demonstrated once again, that they are not insane, that they know what they're doing. And I remember a friend of mine was saying we should use the South African method, where people would not go to work, sit at home. People who need to go a distance, they won't take buses and stuff like that. I said, well, things like that will not work in Nigeria. You know that. It won't work in Nigeria. Sit at home will not work. But I guess when we get to that point when we need to do something, we know what to do. And we'll see what we're going to do when we get to that point. We'll see.
Exactly.
We'll follow it through. We will follow
This
the
thing is going
judiciary
to,
through.
this thing is going to be an organic movement. It's not what this whole thing that's happening. This whole movement now, the target obedient movement or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody planned for it. You and I are having a conversation today. We didn't plan. None of us thought that we're going to be here on live discussing the election till this moment. None of us thought that. So to tell you that we don't even, it's an organic thing. When the time reach, when we say the next step, when we will take, then na im be this, e go just happen. Nobody go plan am, e go just happen. They themselves will be taken unawares. There's no amount of planning that they are planning right now that will match what will happen if they try anything. I'm telling you. Because right now, they cannot predict any move. Peter Obi is not overreacting. He's constantly smiling. They've looked for ways to pull him down, hold him down, lock him up, throw away the key, have him to exile himself. The guy go nowhere. He's moving smoothly, nothing, unaffected. You think that's not rattling them?
Well,
It is
it is.
behind every plan that they had, because normally they expected him to be making noise, making noise. People will come out, then they will just ambush people, do them anyhow, cover it up like they do. But this time around, they cannot hold this man. The man is in Nigeria walking freely. They no fit hold am. They're even afraid to even touch him or harm him, because they know that they already see the impact it will have. See, when they were threatening that, oh, we're going to arrest him with DSS, the people, they were now saying, go and arrest him with DSS. People were begging them, please. You people don't know what you please arrest this man. Make una see the whole rat from everywhere. The house just Nigeria will just come down like pack of cards. Mock una just first una just touch am by mistake first. You think they don't know? The world, they know the world is watching. So there are certain actions they cannot take. They're well aware of the impact of Peter Obi on the people. This man has majority of Nigerians behind him. These are the now we when we they talk, now we don't know the ones where they behind the scenes when they know they talk. They wait for action. You know some people like that, they wait.
Yeah, people like that day now. Maybe you heard what Atedo Peter side said the other day when he came on the show. He Arise News show, Charles's primetime show. He said something about, you know what, we're waiting to see what will happen. You know, when an old man says that, I know he probably has a mansion in London where he lives. You know, being a Nigerian elite and an owner of a bank, a whole bank. But the truth is, you go this surprise, just like you talk. You get some people who just they look, because nobody will come tell me, say, although I agree with you when you say they are rattled, because what some few minutes ago, this school dropout where they compare himself to Bill Gates. This guy we gets two horns for the front of his head, Adamu Garba, this dropout guy, was saying something about what Peter Obi, whatever you do, you will never smell Aso Rock. You would wonder what to make a nuisance like that come out to make such a statement.
Exactly.
And Adamu is one of the dullest human beings that I know. He will come out and say what their plans are in their coven. When he comes out, he's not even as tactful, half as tactful as that senior advocate of nonsense, Otobo Kiyamo. Adamu is the dullest. When I heard that he was a dropout, I said, oh, now I get it. I've connected the dots now. This guy came out. I'm sure they just had a meeting and they probably thought about, oh my goodness, you see what's going on with this old Guinea thing. And of course, the guy came out and said, well, Peter Obi, no matter what you do, you will never smell the presidency. It's only somebody who's frustrated that will make such a statement.
Exactly.
No,
Because it's getting under their skin.
absolutely. And I'm going to give you, an idea of why I think the guy is dull. You remember that time when this Apapa guy, this fake Party
Yeah,
chair,
Lamido, whatever.
yeah, yeah, who said, well, blah, blah, blah. Adamu came out and just exposed all their plan. He said, now that the real Labour Party chairman is in charge, I know that Peter Obi must now withdraw his petition against
That
Tinubu.
was their plan.
That was their plan, but this guy came out and spelled it out. That's how dumb. That's how dumb and dull this guy is. He's so dumb. Like I don't think he even works on his brain. All this cryptocurrency nonsense that he says he does. The guy is just a scammer, as far as I'm concerned. But this guy, then they rattled. No doubt, say then they rattled. And I just they do countdown. You get one guy where they follow on Twitter, Saint Michelson or something. He's a member of Peter Obi's legal team. Of course, he's not a son, he's a young man, but he gives us update all the time. And the INEC petition, the reply that INEC sent to the court, their response to Peter Obi's petition, my goodness, The first line was just flat. It's nebulous, frivolous, just an abuse of the same word, just doing tautology with grammar and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, whoa, is this, they're asking the court to throw out Peter Obi's petition. And, I read like the first 10 pages of it, and I thought to myself, wow, these guys are truly begging the court to throw out a case. And I thought to myself, well, the point here is they don't know what Peter Obi has up his sleeves. They don't know the evidence he has. He could
Nope.
have just stated it in clear terms that, INEC, committed some irregularities and stuff like that. But they're asking the court to throw it out. Okay, I
Exactly.
can't wait, Omoye. I think that petition, that tribunal for me is what I'm looking at. There's nothing else I'm waiting for in this Nigerian thing. Now that one I just they wait for. I don't know why they take them too long to set the date. Not be today, be April 19th. So now when
Yeah.
they will start them? Are they?
Friday they say that they start, not be Friday. Now this
Oh, this
Friday.
Friday. Hey, this
Yeah.
Friday when they come to. Whoa.
Yeah, now so I think I heard, yeah, that was what I heard the last time. Oh. Or
Oh,
anybody who thinks differently in the comment section, please let me know. I think it's
Isha
starting.
Oluwa go no. Isha Oluwa, he go no.
Yeah,
Isha Oluwa.
anybody will know when the tribunal. Let's not this Friday. Now in the start.
Mm,
Yeah.
I
So I
see.
mean, there's no way. There's no way. When did the election? February 25th.
Yeah, and then they declared the winner on March 1st, 4 a.m. midnight
Okay. This
Nigerian
is
time.
April 19. Look at the heat. It's still heated. Nobody is
Right,
sleeping on this matter.
right.
There's no way they could have anticipated this. They anticipated that Nigerians will talk and whine because that's what Nigerians normally typically do. They say we knew they were going to do this. If they know, say they know, they already know who they want put. Why they can't they make us? I beg all these people, everybody will talk 1 week, 2 weeks max, everybody go about their business.
Yeah, not true. Now waiting Agbado expect be that. But see,
Exactly.
I won't take us back to, now they talk about Babangida and waiting you do for those days and all of that. You remember say Babangida, now military dictator in Bill.
I
And
beg.
the shame where these Agbada wearing men not get now they baffle me. The fact that Tinubu was never a military guy. And clearly it looks like he's going to be worse than Putin if he's allowed to become president of Nigeria. I mean, you
Absolutely.
see, yeah,
Korea go good. Korea.
Korea
Not
said,
Korea. Go
I said,
good.
mm,
Mm.
mm. And all the gagging way then they do for all these TV stations and all of that. Even newspapers, all those brown envelope newspapers, like make I come up premium times. It'd be like say those ones they try small. If you look at the likes of the Nation, Vanguard, all those Punch, they don't buy all of those ones finish. And typical human beings, you will give them option. You want make I buy you, I be make I buy you. You want money, I be not buy. Of course, people go pick money. And then why all these Nigerian newspapers, these traditional legacy ones, then don't collect money. Nobody they talk about the fact say this person get Guinean passport. Nobody
Mm.
talk about the fact say then see him for inside chopper with this Yara Osmani guy. Nobody they talk about anything. When you Google Tinubu, the first thing where you go see all the things where you go see now president elect until you can't put white powder with a name. You can't they see maybe one or two things where they talk about them, but not be Nigerian newspapers they talk about them. Now all those independent ones, maybe even Al Jazeera self, I not trust them again. The last article I saw from Al Jazeera, the title was "Obedience are lost now and struggling to stay motivated." I said, "What? What is this?" And somebody already warned us. Like they gave us a heads up a long time ago. I think some 3 weeks ago. Say, see, watch out. Tinubu is on or Agbado is on a mission. Like then don't they go pay all this even international publications and all of that. Say they don't go, they pay their money. When I see that article by Al Jazeera, I say, waiting be this. So this one too, then don't they collect Agbado money? They don't they chop corn too. Because who tell them say obedience they struggle? Who tell them say we dey struggle to stay motivated? Then fit they try they intimidate people oh. Then don't do the one we then do with you day today. They don't do
Exactly.
the head. They don't try the one we then try with David Hundeyin. Now sake of say they don't know where that one they live oh. Therefore don't go carry them.
And even the interview that David Hunde gave with I think Dr. Damages, I heard YouTube took it down. And I think I don't know about Mayegun, whether they took down Mayegun's zone too. So they're actually going after people who are talking against or have information. This man has leg everywhere. I'm telling you.
Oh my,
So
yeah.
we that is why we cannot stop talking. We cannot give up because these people, the interest when go benefit, say everybody when they involved in this matter from outside of Nigeria, external factors, the Oyibo countries and the rest, right, and some Africans, their interest in Nigeria. Who you think say they go prefer person when they go fit strike deal when be say na only money e care about.
In fact, Omoye, say this guy wey dem dey call Elon, this owner wey get Twitter, I dey suspect am. Say e get one time wey e wan come dey mine lithium for Nigeria, right?
Say no.
And
So
then
then Tinubu enter, e go get
he go
contract
give am license. He go tell us, come, just
straight up.
help me close Twitter down. I go give you lithium. I go
Mhm.
how many lithium you want? Come pack. Just help me block Twitter. I don't want to hear anything.
Block
See,
Twitter for Nigerians make dem no get access. I'm telling you, you go do am.
yes, now you go block Twitter for Nigerians now. Not be Tinubu. You go do anything to stay relevant, to make sure say then gag people. That's not why they say all those firms don't they go get VPN for Nigeria. Smart move on their part. Because by the time we don't declare say they won't, and I don't want to strike any nerve here. I just talk say if he happens, say then if he happens, say they won't swear that guy in. They never swear. I mean, go don't they arrange as he go take gag everything, gag people from using Twitter, gag the TV station. I mean, if they won't look for where who then supposed find, not be that TV channel where announce Benani as the winner of the Adamawa governorship, where allow him to announce, reading my acceptance speech. I've been whether na victory speech where you read. Not be TV channel show them when they read that thing. Why they never find them? Where NBC they? Somebody has clearly not been officially declared as a winner of an election. You give her a platform to announce herself and read some boring victory speech. And they're not finding them 2 million or 5 million for what they did. So it's something we don't want to happen in Nigeria. It can't happen. It can't happen. I keep telling myself that it will not happen. Oh, damn, man. No, 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 it won't.
You know what? Nelly is asking. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around how Agbado has so much sway, regardless of how much money he has exchanged. The reason why he has so much sway is because you have a lot of people in that country who money is their bread and butter. They have
Mhm.
no principles.
Yeah, they're
They
transactional. Yeah, they're transactional.
they are very transactional. For
Mhm.
them, is how much money they can amass. They'll say money is everything to them.
Mm.
Without money they can't function, so they will sell. So this think about it. This is giving you a glimpse of what happened during slave trade, when they go they tell say na the people, na your people sell your people out. People that are transactional like this, na they sell their people out.
Oh my, you don't read this book where they call Book of Negroes by Lawrence Hill? You don't read them?
No, I
You
never
know
read
the
that.
book. If you
Yeah,
get time, just I don't know whether you are an Amazon fan, maybe you do audio or you like to have the hard
yeah,
copy.
yeah.
When I read that book about Aminata, from beginning to end, it was quite emotional book though, because I remember it's fictional. Aminata is a fictional character, but I feel like Lawrence Hill did not tell the whole world the real truth. I feel like he discovered some manuscript, some ancient manuscript somewhere, and he pretended like it's all fictional. I don't think that was fictional. It's about slave trade and everything that happened during those years. To
Yeah.
think say we get some black people wey be say na dem sef dey poach black people give white people, say how many you want?
Yes,
So
now
I con dey wonder say after when I
it's
read that book finish, for
fiction.
this present day Nigeria, if you notice, you will see say this especially the western part of Nigeria, dem
Yes,
get some Fulanis wey dem carry during slave trade, but you go
yes,
notice say na us, like us, the Igbo people, the Yoruba people, the Edo people, the Delta people, na us, na from here, na from that region, the Calabar area, na dem carry people go plenty. E don
yes.
tey wey we don dey sell ourselves. E don tey. Make people dey open eye still dey vote for this agbado as e be like this, wey dem know all the bad things wey e don do. You still see some people wey dey vote for am. You see am.
Of course,
Hmm.
it's the same mindset. So now the people when they get those same mind, now we forget say these people when they sell their brothers and sisters, they born children. Who the
Mm.
children DNA, which person DNA the children go inherit? Now their parents DNA now. So
Mm. Mm.
imagine if their forefathers, their ancestors, they sell their brothers and sisters until it is dealt with.
Right.
It will continue. So
Right.
you're gonna have people that will be selling out their brothers and sisters. They don't care. There was a during the slave trade when they came to Lagos, when the first ship landed in Lagos, there was a Yoruba man on the steamer. The Yoruba man came, he followed them because he wanted to be king. So he show them the way. He can't even carry im own people give them, make dem take. I mean, these things they're not, it's not fiction. Maybe that person not just want to talk. If these things happen really, really, truly, they happened. So we're seeing the after effect of it. That's why you can see someone who's a foreigner come and just pay money. Na only money this man na him take buy all of them now, nothing else. Money and maybe contract, and maybe dash dem one house or give them access. If there be people wey be say their morals lack, they lack scruples, they no get morals, you go give them everything wey dem want, anything wey dem wan do, because he has that level of access. So you go say this one, okay, na food you dey look for, let's give him food, let's give him this. So all those people that have very lopsided loyalty, when we say person give you because you give me $5 now, anything when you talk, yes, 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 regardless of how horrible it is or how negative it is, I will accept it because you gave me $5. That's what it's like. That's what we're seeing happen in Nigeria. Now make you see say a lot of people follow am because they get that mindset. Those are descendants. If you trace am now, if there's someone who do DNA, let's do DNA of these people that are doing all these things, you go shock. The DNA go dey there. You go
I
see.
I totally agree 100%. I don't know whether you know this family. Do you know this white Nigerian family? They don't buy more than half of the land where they Lagos. You know this family, then they based in Lagos, then be Lebanese people, but then they claim say them be Nigerians. You know them, you don't hear about them. During the election, before just 2 days or a day before the Lagos state election, now then they share food, give poor people where they island, they tell them put Sanwo-Olu logo there. You don't hear about them, you don't know
The
them.
ones that dey share food for trailer when they dey go and go viral for social media, when they dey throw.
Yes, but you know that family, you don't hear about them. What do you know
I
about them?
never hear. I never
Ah,
hear. I just saw them
okay.
for the first time there.
All right. So you see this family, the most popular one na Ahmed, whether na bin Salman, na bin Ahmed, I don't know. I want Ahmed one thing. They are called the white Nigerians. They spend a lot of time with Katrina Liang, the former UK envoy, that corrupt woman where they rub shoulder with Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu them.
Yeah.
So this guy, they claim saying be Nigerian, and I know disrespect the fact saying he adopt Nigeria as in country. According to what I heard, he was born here. Sorry, he was I don't live in Nigeria. He was born in Nigeria, and so what did this guy they do? Be say they go, be like say they assign PR job give him. You know that time when they start that blue rail waiting for Lagos, that one where they take and push before he start. He was one of those who came on the internet and he was like, look what is happening in Nigeria. And the truth is, you see people when they comment under in post say, "Yes, you do well. Yes, you be our brother." You know, oh my, you're an American. I mean, I live in America. We live in other people's country, but we know they. I know sure say somebody like you, self, no matter how spoken where we day, will come out, can they call out Jim Jordan? They tell Jim Jordan say, "Na Republican him be, see as he head be." We,
Yeah.
we still get restrained, sort of. I don't know. I know they put mouth for American politics too
I
much.
don't dey put mouth. I dey hold myself.
Yes, so
I only talk,
yes, so.
because I get African American friends, right? Where their
Mhm.
interest lie, and my interest lie. If
Now
it makes
so now
sense.
so they follow them do right, right, right. That's what they do when I did among them. Not because say, but this guy, the way they take passing boundary for Nigeria matter, they pay me. You go
Now they
just
give their
remind me
leg
of that slave trade matter. What do you talk, my sister?
now. They give their leg now. If
Now
the
they
people
give them leg.
not give their leg, which mouth they get?
Oh my, say this guy come out today because say Peter Obi talk saying go start development for the north now. Say we go build Nigeria now from the north we go start now. So this guy come post to hey the vex where they catch me today not be small. Come they talk say share people know say the richest people na north than they sha. It's like a way of saying who you be Peter Obi where they run your mouth. Yeah, you want help not.
They no follow am. People no follow and drag her for that Twitter.
Oh my
Find out
goodness,
where it come from.
Pepe body do me today. It be like say, now I can't they ask him. I can't go in comment section. I not would like to they interact with them because I feel say I say come now where you be from this Nigeria. Now which family you from come? I beg tell me now north you from come. I been a south. I been a east. If you see us and they live like kings for that Lagos, eh? I visited Lagos recent, it's like Nigeria last year. All the big supermarkets with the island now them get them. Now them get them. And now any price where them call, if you go Lekki, go shop, now them get them. Shop price self don't finish. They don't finish shop price, not in day again. Now these white Nigerians, I don't know who call them Lebanese, where they call themselves white Nigerians. Now then they run everything. So tell me why this guy would not feel entitled to question Peter Obi's comments on Twitter.
Of course he will.
The
And
nerve of it all.
yes, now people won't give them chance. That's it. When you allow, when you give people, say for Nigeria, a foreigner will come, they go treat that foreigner, especially if not palm colored person, they'll treat them better than you when be Nigerian.
We be black person, we be say your roots dey Nigeria. I don't
Now,
get any problem with them all.
they go treat that person better than you. It's sickening. It's a mindset. And they tell you, say the effect of slave trade. These people born children, they get descendants. Now then they do some of the things where they see the happen, so now they do them.
Not
They
true.
Nigeria needs a complete overhaul.
Now that
Like
overhaul, yes. So.
mentality in believing in ourselves and believing that only us within us. That man now when they talk, when they put mouth for waiting not concern now, is they're supposed drag am, like drag am for field to remind them where it come from. No,
Oh my people don't know his name. Then they call him something Chowdhury, right? People don't put his name for the comment section. This guy feels like he's in Nigeria. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like he goes about the like I said and give him one ambassadorial post. They do pass himself. He will go outside Nigeria. They tell people saying be Nigerian. This that thing they vex me. Oh my, I vex. Are they vex? I know they like question people nationality, especially when I don't adopt certain nationality, right? Because me say if I did another man country, right? So for me to go they ask and say now who you be self, who you be. I had to go and comment under his Twitter thing today, like where you come from, because clearly you can tell that he's for the north.
of course,
He's for the north. He's telling people, Obi, go sit down. We don't need your statement for that north. May you carry your while ago. Now, which kind of north you want develop? Where Dangote come from the north? What in Dangote don't do for the north? What he don't do for the north? And at the end of the day, oh my, I dey tell you, may we just they hope for the best because if when Peter Obi, let me just say this by faith, when Peter Obi entered that place, may they just give nobody would ever doubt the sincerity of an Igbo man to the cause of Nigeria ever again. Because I know that Biafra, what happened with the war and, the Kaduna and Ziogo, some people that don't have respect for history, they keep quoting what happened during the war and what led to the war. So some people feel like, oh, when an Igbo man comes, he's going to take over the whole place. Let them give Peter Obi a chance. Let them try him and let them see what he would do. Let them see the way he's going to transform the North. They will have no reason to doubt an Igbo man again. There will be no doubt about, oh, this Yamri guy is coming to take over this whole place. Let them give this man a chance. I just hope so. Make God help us, I beg.
may I tell you, see, people when they doubt the sincerity, you have to understand though, within the citizens, they themselves, people get eye, people get ear, everybody see what they happen. Now the so-called people when they vote in or whether they elect or select in, that they create this chaos amongst the citizens, that they marry themselves, that they fall in love with themselves, that they do business with themselves. Of course, that's not to say that some of the citizens they behave like cows. Yes, we know that.
Wow.
But these leaders, they capitalize on that one to push their agenda. So the citizens, when they're dumb, when they don't give money, when they don't collect their brain, go run whatever it is they want them to run. Then make can look like say Otherwise, who go see better thing when you go say no one time, regardless of where the person come from? If to say Peter Obi come from Edo State, now so I for follow am for back, nothing dey shake. If it to say na Yoruba man, na so I for follow. If to say na Hausa, if to say even come from Calabar, or e come from that one of those ethnic groups, when maybe when we no know like that, I go follow am. Donald Duke, do you know how long I was asking? Like, why did they not allow Donald Duke to run? Do you know how long? Donald Duke is from Akwa Ibom,
Yeah.
being from Calabar, wherever.
Na
I
Calabar.
see this man changed things around in Calabar. Why can't we give him when Obasanjo say make it chill? He never reach him turn. I be wetin he tell am. That statement see dey as that na part of the reason why I see dey vex for Obasanjo till today. I'm like, Baba, you were part of the problem. Why did you not give this man? This man clearly knew what he was doing. Do you know what would have been in Nigeria today? At least if for help us do some things. They not give the man opportunity. Why? Because he comes from a supposed a different ethnic group. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nigeria is not Wazobia. It's not.
It's
We are
not
over
Watopia.
500 ethnic group. So you want to tell me somebody from Bayelsa that has the capacity and is competent wants to run for president? They will say no because he not come from. Are we okay? That's the problem we have. Nobody can question. Is it not of even the person will not get eye, will not get ear? He no say Peter Obi. I don't know whether anybody see that prophecy from that. Me know they follow prophecy up and down. One woman when know they see for just when they go find when the woman seeing dream, he can't even they fear to talk the dream. They fear to talk. He say because he they fear. Say when he dream, the God come tell am say make he not fear, make he go tell people say na the man when one maybe president be this. Who the woman not they see? Are you kidding me? There's nobody that will see something good that would not want it. The people when no want make this man and they're not going to do anything because the universe has already selected him. There's nothing you can do with such a man. He go forever be born inside their neck until they give am wetin be own. That's just the truth. There's nobody that will see this man that will, his precedent, everything speaks for him. He has been consistent from even they themselves know that this man go do the right thing. They know. But they cannot do him anything. They have not. The only thing, if maybe Tabi just they do as they do, that's all. Make it they apply wisdom and strategy in everything. He go this mandate go connect him. He go shock everybody when it happen. They not guarantee they fit do this man.
Oh my, you know, waiting one mistake where I been make, right? It was a perception I had during the campaign. Peter Obi went somewhere. I can't remember. I see the Chamber of Commerce or something in Lagos, and he was saying something about saying recently meets one past American president. Say then talk, and the past American president was asking him that what's one major problem with leadership in Africa, and Peter Obi said, well, it's listening. And and that the past American president asked him like, what does he mean by that? He said, well, when you listen to your people, you understand what their needs are, and you are able to better solve their problems. And I be like say myself, I need to fix this consciousness why they get say, okay, because say in the role with former American president, say they're supposed to give him some intel now. Like they tell him, say, you see this man where they see, so he get dual citizenship. America no go talk, say they don't know. But it be like say they just they look us. Now we go solve our own problems ourselves, my sister.
See, they look us because we're a sovereign nation, right? And of course we cannot pretend like there's no interest there somewhere. Now the way we take react, now go decide how this thing will take go. This is why we cannot be quiet. If we quiet enter house, guess what? American interest the day about. E not concern them wetin una inner problem be. That's just the facts. They go still collect visa money for your hand. In fact, they go double the amount and they go do serious scrutiny. Maybe like one person they give visa out of 1 million people when apply for visa. And that person don't go through serious scrutiny. If by mistake this error enter. But me no say this error not go enter because why? Me and you know they sleep. We are here talking every day.
Yes,
Giving
so
them sleepless nights
that's
and
true.
giving them breakfast and dinner. they always they remember obedience. No, that's the truth.
Now, so, but oh my, the reason why I thought that way was because we know what happened in 2015, right? When everybody knows the story, we all know that Jonathan didn't want to let go easy. That's why when people say he's a weakling, he's too soft. No, that guy didn't want to let go. He knew that if he hands over to Buhari, that's the end. That's the end. Say we go, say that when we did, so we go there. And that's why Jonathan, they hold on, you don't want give on to now from Washington, then call him now. Say make he just come on hand for that thing. Make carry and give Buhari. That was why he had to let go. So at some point they do interfere, and we they ask them, say as them do and for that 2015, we they wait for them. But of course, we know say then they wait for our queue. Make them not worry. We go tell them when it reach time for them to put mouth because
They're
then
not going to put mouth for this one. You know why? Because it's too obvious.
It's
How
too-
they want to plan. It was badly rigged. How they want to put mouth for this kind of thing? How you want to tell another sovereign state, say, may they come on hand, may they allow drug baron rule them? Please, how? How do you fix your mouth to say that? How? It's not possible. When they see how everybody is agitating, social media is on fire every day, you can't turn around and tell the person, say, just allow this drug baron to rule, then go let drug baron rule for their country. Because na the same dem na make that Chimamanda letter was apt. Because na the same dem when they go say, just let it go, na dem go turn around, abuse you, make sure say you no get all the benefits again, cut you off. Isn't that what they did to Congo? That's what it was in Chimamanda's letter. That's what she alluded to, so that he remind them. So this is why we cannot be quiet. You understand? Because at the end of the day, now we go still end up solving our problem. Now if we not quiet, now this problem will solve. If all of us enter house, say, okay, we are tired, we can't anymore, it will continue. It go worse. It's just that simple, you know? And let me tell you, there are good people in every tribe and there are bad people in every tribe. Peter Obi come from east, not mean say bad people not dey east. As we shall see Orji's Okalu, you to say that one come and say one run for president. How many people for vote for him? How many people? We have bad people everywhere. We have bad people in Edo State. We have bad people everywhere. But this man is a man of distinction. He just happens to be from the eastern extraction. But we have a lot of men of distinction in every tribe. But do they allow them to see the light of day? No. I just made an example with Donald Duke. Donald Duke did he did good work for his people. Because of Donald Duke, people they go Christmas Day like this. Everybody they do tourism, go Calabar for Christmas carol. What do they call them? They are good people, but they let them get it. They let them see the light of day because they want to continue in that cabal movement. You know how many good people they don't silence for Nigeria when they talk again because their voices that don't matter. So they go just quiet. They go just if na farm they go, they just do their farm work, they go. Most of them are some of the poorest people in Nigeria. The men of distinction we have, I can tell you for free because I've met a number of decent human beings in Nigeria that ought to be running the affairs of Nigeria, but they not go. These cabals, these wicked people, no, they allow them see the light of day. If they see say they get hard for the people, they go frustrate them out. Isn't that what they almost did to Peter Obi? Now because Peter Obi get mission, he not allow him affect. Otherwise, this man doesn't. Has nothing to lose. His life don't set finish. His children are okay. What's he looking for again? But there's a reason. It's not as if he's looking for money. It's not as if he's looking for any type of influence that he doesn't already have. But because he has the heart of his people, that's why he came out, and that's why he's standing his ground. So it is a favor. He's doing they do us favor. Now we go ensure say we stand behind them. Make sure say that fight when they fight, we help and fight to the finish. That's all.
And you
So
know
make
what? Yeah, I like how he's been, and I noticed that he's been reaching out. Have you noticed that he tweeted some maybe 2 hours ago, and I think he needs to keep it coming. He needs to keep coming up with those short posts, telling people to hang in there and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, he doesn't understand how far that goes. It's so important.
Yeah, because Duracell battery. I mean, according to Kene say this one passed. Yeah, because it go charge the people up again. I can't tell you how much I appreciated the comments he made, the statements he wrote on Twitter yesterday. I really appreciate it. I look forward to them. I saw him wrote another one again today. I was excited because those of us that are behind him need to be hearing and reading these things because it encourages us, it helps us push forward. I don't care where this man comes from in Nigeria. Is he a decent, remove the tribe, is he a decent man? Yes. Does he have competence? Yes. Have they called him out and say this man did some crime somewhere? No. Does he have the heart for the people to serve? Yes. So it doesn't matter even if he came from underground. I don't care. As far as he was on that soil for Nigeria, now he come from. When I come from Hausa land or Fula, even if it was na Fulani man, na so I go support him.
That's
This is
true.
what people don't understand. So when you're thinking small and thinking, oh, tribe, who gives a hoot about tribe?
And
We
the
are just
consistency, the consistency that he shows. Remember, I don't know if anybody, comes across Shehu Sani's post. Shehu Sani was lamenting the other day. He said now that election is over, people don't come to church, mosques anymore to pray. He said, well, in the mosque then before the election, that it used to be filled to the brim. You see politicians coming to pray. He said now they come pray again. But you see, Peter B has attended church functions. He has gone to London to go and worship. He's still quoting numbers the way he used to. So he was not putting up a show before the elections. This is who he is. This is a consumer of real time data. This is a guy who speaks data. He has not stopped doing that. I don't know if there's any other signs. Some Nigerians are still sitting on the fence. I don't know what else they want. I don't know what else they need to see. But we don't
we
even
don't
care if they
care
don't come
what
along,
they want to
anyways.
see. We don't care whether they are sitting on the fence. It don't even matter to us right now.
Let
The
them
man
go.
has already won the election. We are just let them give him his mandate. That's all I care about.
Right.
What is right is right. We cannot see a blatant wrong done to someone, and
Mm,
as citizens, we sit down. Now we commit the sin. If we all keep quiet and say, "Oh, concern me."
mm,
After all, now we get the greater sin because the man is doing he's doing his part. He has come out, put his life, his
mm.
body on the line so that he can give you a decent society to live in. You dare not be silent.
Yes,
In the face of this monumental wrong, you dare not be silent. What excuse do you have? So
Okay, I wanted to quickly crack us up a little bit
go ahead.
about the novel. Sorry, no, it's not the novel; it's a book, but this same book of Negroes, right? And
Right.
let me tell you why I think that Lawrence Hill did not come up with these fictional characters. So these two slave masters were discussing about their stubborn slave, right? And the other white guy was like, "Oh, my slave is too stubborn." And then he said, "Ah, where did they get that slave from?" He said, "The slave is an Igbo slave." Oh my goodness. When I read that book as an Igbo girl, I said, "Mm-mm, there is nothing fictional about this book. This is real." So, they talked about, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be offensive to anybody who is a Calabar, person here. And, in that part of that book, and that's why I said it's not fictional. The other slave master was telling the other person that he has fallen in love with his slave, that he's liking one slave like that, a fine girl. And they said, "Where is he from?" He said, "He's from Calabar, Nigeria." And anybody who has not read the Book of Negroes by Lawrence Hill should go and read it. There's nothing fictional about that book. Igbo people are stubborn, and because they stand for what is right, right?
Not the Igbo people. There are lots of Nigerians that are stubborn. Once you mention that you're Nigerian, it's in the bloodstream.
It's in the bloodstream. But
Say
they broke it
we're
down.
all
They broke it down to the Igbo tribe.
one way or
The
the other.
book.
So I understand that it's a fictional book, and it's really actually very funny, and it's true because a lot of Nigerians are stubborn. I hear that every time where I am. Like Nigerians are very stubborn, they are very bold, it's a general conception they have about Nigerians. But you also have Nigerians too that are not so stubborn, that are very calm in their demeanor. But because we're very loud, the way we talk sometimes, we're able to express ourselves very boldly and very we can be confrontational, yeah, you will tend to they will tend to throw that term stubborn on you. They will stamp them on you. But that's not even my own point is this man, if we not follow him back to back as
Mm.
they do, as in they come out, they give make comments, they talk obedience or whatever, they talk to his supporters, we they follow am for back, they ensure say in voice we know they're not silence in voice, and what we are looking for we get it. That should be our focus.
Yeah, we need to stay on it. Yeah, we need to stay on it. And look at what we're doing. There are so many Nigerians here. How many people are watching? And before you know it, will rise to 80 something or 100 and something. This is what we need to keep doing. I'll tell you the truth. It's always a pleasure being on here and just adding one or two thoughts to what you have on my head. It's wonderful what you're doing. But don't be surprised. Obi might just be watching us. And
You know,
Peter Obi might just be watching us, and we might have, of course, the Agbado people. Then they send their people come most of the time. But just
uh,
keep at it on my ear. I don't know who won't join. Where the rest of the people now? Men are join. Make I
maybe
they
they
go.
don't tire, I don't blame them,
Where is BBMJ? Where is
may I quick finish. May I quick round up.
Then go come now? You go. You see now this kind one. You go stay for another 3 hours.
No, I beg.
When Isha Olua, where is Isha Olua? I thought I saw him some
No,
minutes ago.
don't call him. Don't say their names. Just don't say anything. Me, I want it to be short. It's planned. I was happy. I said,
Oh
"Thank
my
God."
goodness, away.
Let
You
me
know,
quickly finish.
I agree.
Thank
Let's
you
just keep
so much.
supporting our we keep supporting our principal. We keep
Yes.
and I beg I get one request. I don't know whether she they hear. One of the reasons we make me they pray make Peter Obi win. You go laugh for now that woman with they call Abike Dabiri. I won't make she come out for that job. I
That
don't
woman will
tire.
come out.
I don't tire to the see that
Support
woman face.
now. Mm.
Eh? You get one friends where I get I don't tell where I see them, but I used to be in touch with them. They live in Brazil and they run an NGO just for Nigerians who are in trouble in Brazil. And all those Nigerians where then they lie on top their head, where they will talk, say they do it, they not do. And so one time there was this particular woman who later lost her life in the prison in Brazil. I don't know whether you guys heard that story.
I heard about that. It happened. What was that last year? Two years.
I can't remember the year, but my friends, they are my old friends now because I don't even know where they are right now. But I used to be in touch. They used to run an NGO in Brazil for Nigerians like that. They took this girl's case to Abike Dabiri. You know what Abike Dabiri they tell them? He said, make them go talk to his husband, say his husband know waiting to do. They come they wonder, say, why you go they tell us we'll go meet your husband? Shall then get in touch with the guy. The guy come they tell them, say she be then they run NGO, say then get anything for him. They need to drop certain
Oh
percentage
my God, are you serious?
before Abike go act on the matter. And that was when I disliked that woman finish. I say, what? Are you kidding me? You get paid on taxpayers' dime. You can't they ask for percentage again. I don't know whether she they hear me or maybe person they hear me go tell them, say, I hear that story. That lady buy inside that prison. That
Hmm.
elderly woman buy inside that prison, that Nigerian elderly woman, because Abike no agree, you know, see percentage collect. These my friends were just when people they run real NGO, not be those
Yeah.
NGO where they run for Nigeria, where we say that would they put money for pocket. Real NGO, not be say the money too much like that. Taye and Kende, my friends, they were doing all they could. They went to her, they said, see, you need to save this woman. She did not commit this crime. Help her. Abike say they must pay a percentage before you go do anything. Do you know how many other stories like that happen? They need to get her out of there. Peter Obi needs to win, and they need to put somebody who knows what they're doing, why they are there. They need to put them there. Let them do something about it. Oh my,
People
yeah.
people who care about the interests
Mm.
of the people that they are supposed to, be working for. Now we need.
Right.
That is the last. She just got there by mistake.
Nepotism.
Nepotism. Now she take enter there. It's not as if she earned it. So when people don't earn something, this is the result.
Ah,
When you see they're not they qualified, they just dash them. They know the value.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. And I just imagine how many people where they unprepared, where they're assigned to do something for Nigeria, right? You see what's going on in Abia State right now. We have Alex Oti working hand in hand with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She's telling them what to do, like literally just giving them, just polishing up their blueprint, trimming it. at the edges and things like that, telling them, okay, I think you should look at doing it this way. That's a man who is ready. That man was ready before he even became governor. So you can imagine putting like this Abike that be newscaster where it must come. Now in them put for those this kind of diplomatic affairs. I don't even think she has any degree in an international relations or anything like that. They put her there, and now she's looking for courts to save before she could think about the safety of Nigerians. This woman was Abibat something. I can't remember her name. Yoruba woman, no, where they just waste for Brazil prison because they not pay Abike Dabiri percentage. That story broke my heart. It broke my heart, and I thought to
So
myself,
that one, no.
they need to get her out of there. I don't. I know she's hoping that Ashiwaju is sworn in so that she can stay there for longer. But if for anything at all, for the sake of those innocent people wake by inside that Brazil prison, make God I beg, make He help us. Make Tinubu not enter. So that they go put better person we care about Nigerians. We go say, something happened to one Nigeria for that country. Oh, yeah, may we go there, may we go save that Nigeria. This one not send, you don't care. Eh?
Not
So
send at all.
make it
You know,
become win, I
there
beg.
was one I read about her where I think they said no. I think it was a comment she made that after they have gone to commit crime, or be do drugs or something like that. She was responding to someone when Nigerians were dragging her on Twitter one time about what she does and all of that. She now said, "Hey, I beg, after Nigerians have gone to commit crime, you'll be looking for someone to come." Something ridiculous like that.
I remember that story, and she was actually referring to the Igbo stock, and that made me really offended. In fact, I can't remember. I don't like commenting on that post because she seemed to be a very vindictive person. So I thought to myself, as an Igbo person, I was insulted by that statement she made. She was trying to say, you get some people where they carry white powder. Now the Igbo people like to they carry. That's exactly what she was insinuating, and I
Oh, that what she was saying?
yeah, she
Oh,
did talk am like say, get after now when they go carry white powder, now they'll come call us. Meanwhile, now then go they do the, she was insinuating that. She was implying that. And I was very offended. I don't like that woman. I did tell you, Omo, yeah, it be like say make I just wake up on that the day where they go swear Peter Obi, make they just swear at me. I go say Peter Obi, I bet now this woman may you first sack this woman. I can tolerate all of those Loretta Onoche them. It's not just because Loretta Onoche is an Igbo woman or whatever. But those ones are just nepotistic in their ways, right? But this one, they vexed me. Now my friend where they London, they tell me, he say if you go all this their home office, you go they see Abike Dabiri, their sister, brothers, now them full all those places where she carry put for there. People will be said they're not sabi anything about the job. They need to get her out. And Peter B, please need to win. God, please hear our prayers about this country, Nigeria. That I wish for the best. Oh my make her they go. It be like say one person won't join. I don't know whether the person won't join. Somebody they ask for your link.
if you
Yeah.
know all the good 2 hours exactly, I go end the show.
All right. Oh my yeah. I'll,
Thank
I'll
you
I'll just
so
step out now, but I'll be commenting on the normal
Okay.
general comment.
Thank you so much, Sister Ify. I really appreciate your contribution. I appreciate it. We got to move forward and keep adding our voice. We no fit rest on top of this matter until they give us our mandate. Now our property dey their hand, and we must to collect our property. If person come thief your broad daylight, terrible job at stealing. It was so obvious that the person stole it. Then you just fold your hand, dey look the person. God forbid. We must collect am o. We must collect am. Nowhere, no how when we no go collect am. Na their own. They think say na the wise pass. That's what they think. They think they are smart. They think, oh, for their mind, they say Nigerians. Now, so they think they complaining. After they complain finish, they go move forward. Not be Nigerians. We know them. We know how they do and all of that. But here, see, this one don't hook them for neck. They no fit go anywhere. Can't move forward. They can't sleep at night. They no fit eat. They no fit drink water drop cup because we every morning when we wake up, na their name we dey call. Afternoon, no, na their name. Night, oh, na their name. They must give us wetin be our own. Come oh, me I dey see one news for you. I don't know how true it is. They say one NBA president, former NBA president, say they abduct am. Okay, Wally for Rivers State. Hey, Egbami. I no know that one o. Wetin make dem adopt English? Wetin make dem abduct the man? Apparently na the second time wey dem dey abduct am be dis. Oga o. Hey, Hilltop, welcome o. In fact, Madilove, e go plenty. The sacking no go be for here. The people wey dem go full prison no be here. Dem go need to build new one, new prison I'm telling you, for people when they go put inside there. Because people when they don't loot Nigeria, no be here. Hmm. They don't loot am sotey, they don't loot keep for their, for the children when they never know whether they go born. They don't loot keep their money for grant. Oh, I don't know who do us o. God forbid bad thing. These people have no good intentions for us at all at all. Eh? Use the same teachers to go from 26. People will do the work if you. That's true, Kenny. You're right about that. But the ones that you can work with, oh, it's not all of them. Unfortunately, there's some that the corruption has eaten so deep, you can't work with them anymore. It's almost like a rotten system. You can't fix it. You know, especially that civil service, the number of people that they would fire from that civil service, because most of them know they work. They go just throw go there wear bathroom slippers. Ah God, do I remember I visited one civil service office in Abuja. I was in shock. I no believe wetin I dey see. They go wear Dunlop slippers, those rubber slippers when we dey use take play for rain as children, when we dey wear go outside, hey, dem go use am go oh my God. Even the offices themselves very dingy. Oh my God, you go enter the office, some of them dey watch television, some of them go comot for office, dem go sell market, they have businesses. God, a lot of work to be done in Nigeria, oh my people. I no fit lie to you. Yeah. Chibuike, I don't know. The latest news on the tribunal, me, I heard it's Friday, but apparently Ishaoluwa posted something that I was trying to actually clarify. He was saying that it depends on when Shetima petition was delivered. So it looks like they were waiting for, they had this case against Shetima that he should be disqualified because he was not totally free from an election or a position that he was occupying at the time, prior to him also applying to be vice president. So Isholuwa says it depends on when Shetima's petition was delivered. So he should have few days to elapse, 21 days. Okay. So that's the only thing I know. I don't know any other thing apart from that. I'm still waiting, you know. Hilltop, I know my Naira account, I never do, I haven't activated it. It's the activation mode. But you can use the super chat. The super chat still takes Naira too. So you can use the super chat as well. Or PayPal, But you can use super chat. I see people they use super chat now with Naira. So yeah, so many duplication of office and work. I'm telling you, he will shut down so many departments. I'm telling you, so many unnecessary. Some of these political office holders, they have so many. Or they will have personal assistants. They will have like 5 personal assistants. Then they will now have drivers. Then they will now have domestic staff. Abuse of power at every level. It's crazy to me. I'm like, Nigerians, we allow many things, shall I no go lie. We need to chop some blame. Oh. We just allow these people do wetin they like. Somebody was saying, one platform I was on, somebody was saying that it seemed like they just put some type of cloak over the people, you know. Sometimes I go dey wonder, does that cloak really work? Because but when you think again, you go say, maybe it's true. Everybody just dey sleep. These people just dey thief money. You dey hear money, you dey fear. The way they even steal it now, and they are mentioning the money, you be like, these people are just robbing you broad daylight in your face, and they go dey call billion, trillion. Meanwhile, you have states that, so a state like Jigawa, for instance, me I hear children have not been to school for God knows how long in Jigawa state. Meanwhile, they just said they're going to contribute, either they're going to give them, they are preparing 20 billion for people to go to Mecca. Hey God, for states when people not go school because no money. This is how selfish, how evil these people are. They go borrow the money from outside, they go share them amongst themselves. They go share am, they no dey think about everybody. We really, I don't know, now everybody eye don open, we need to do our part o. We can't allow this to continue because it will be on us. If this continues, we will have to hold ourselves accountable. There's no need to cry foul. Na we go need to flog ourselves for allowing it happen. Na how Obiano chop our money for na personal assistant for, I'm telling you, they go get personal assistant on top of, they go get like 5, sometimes 10. God, what kind of life is this? Wetin dey to take that many personal assistants do? Wetin dem dey do for you? Dem dey, I'm sure they make their beds, they change the mattress color for them, because I don't understand. Eh? Then dem go come get wetin dem dey call am, entourage of people wey dem dey drive follow them, wey dem dey, small person go get small chikele power like this, you go get like 10 cars for front, 10 for back. Hey God. Plus security o. Dem go hire security for office, for house, for every dey collect all the policemen wey dey dey Nigeria, dey carry them, dey don turn them to personal bodyguards. The citizens dey suffer. You go see dem dey drive for inside traffic, dem fit even jam your car, break everything, dem no care. No. Na we go ensure. Peter Obi no dey give up. The question is, you nko, wetin you dey do? Because the man go dey, na im part e dey do so. Question na wetin you dey do? Na why we dey here. We need to continue to shout from the top of the mountain for them to give us back our mandate. They will have no rest, they no go sleep well, they no go chop well. If dem dey sleep for night, na we dey go dey dream see, until they go dey dream, they go dey see us, dey say give us our mandate, give us our mandate, give us our mandate. E go turn to nightmare for them. I'm telling you, until they give it to us, they will not rest. That position when they try to climb, they no go climb back, they go fall. They no go even see am sef. No to talk of say they wan even enter, they no go see am. So the work na our hand e dey. This mindset that we're talking about, if we don't get the right person in, the mindset no go change. Because already people think criminality is the way in Nigeria. You talk to small children now, they're talking about becoming delegates. Some of them, they talk about waiting, do get money anyhow when you get money. As far as you get money, nobody will ask you how you get am. You see young people, small children, they talk like that. Children not get who that they look up to again. So now our hand the day, what kind of society do we want to live? What kind of society do we want these children to live in? What kind of leaders do we want them to emulate? Do you want to be looking outside of yourself every time and be saying, oh, why don't you try and be like Martin Luther King? Try and be like Mandela. Leader among yourself, unko. You don't see anyone when you feel call for inside. So this is why we must ensure that we get our mandates, whether they like them or not. What's going to happen? I don't know how. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I know that on this hill, we must continue to push until we get our mandates. Look at the poverty rate in Nigeria. Lagos 11.8%, Abia 15.6%, Anambra 8.9 is the lowest. This is the hard work of Peter Obi, the lowest. Kaduna 123 poverty rate, Anambra 8.9, Lagos 11.8, Abia 15.6, Kaduna 56.5, Jigawa 88.4 people. Hey God. Yobe 90.2, Zamfara 91.9. This na state when they say the Dangote come from. Wetin Dangote money don do for im people? Of what use? Why would you even allow yourself to be called a billionaire when you're surrounded by poverty? Your people cannot eat they cannot even eat once a day. Anybody that calls themselves a billionaire in Nigeria is just as poor. Make you not deceive yourself. You're just as poor. No matter how much money you think you have, if you're surrounded by poverty all around, you are just as poor. You're just as poor. There's nothing to celebrate. Eh? Abeg o, tribunal make una judge our matter well. We dey watch una o. We must collect our mandate o. Na beg we dey beg una, na hand e come dey now. If una collect money make una go return am o. Make una know say dis matter e no be like the one wey dem dey do before, when you go collect money pocket am just carry do wetin you wan do. E no go be like dat o. I know say una dey watch wetin dey happen, una dey see everything wey dey happen. Unfortunately, na una hand e come dey. So my people, na here I go draw my curtain. Is an eye opener to millions of Nigerians into, yep, that's right. It is. He has opened a lot of people's eyes. He has. 60% living in abject poverty. Yep. All they know is money, absolutely. As if money grows wings and it flies away. All the money when they know they when they leave this earth, they're not going to take the money with them. It's somebody else, a stranger, complete stranger that will come and eat that money. My people, let me draw with the curtain see una do well. Aluta continua. We go talk am again tomorrow. But abeg o, wherever you are, my people, just remember. Oh, by the way, please, oh, you guys should lift Dara Music up in prayer. I got a message from her. So please pray for her. I don't know what is going on, but Dara Music, we love you here and we're praying for you, whatever it is that you're dealing with. I pray, I'm sending you all the healing vibes, whatever it is that you're dealing with. I pray whatever it is resolved immediately and you find whatever it is that you're looking for. And I'm sending you peace, hugs, everything good your way. If you're hearing me, I appreciate you. I love you and I miss you, Dara Music. You're always, when you come on the show, you light everywhere up. So we kind of miss your energy here. So my sister, take care of yourself. Oh. If he says nothing is business as usual in Nigeria, exactly. Na to dey sọ̀rọ̀ sókè o, until we collect our mandate, we will continue to talk and we no go tire. If they air the tribunal, I'm telling you, me too. I'm worried about that too, but you know what? It's that. But when they're airing it in Nigeria, the tribunal, it'll be late. It'll be late at night where we are, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll be catching the replay. I don't know. Give us our mandate. When I wan shut down and now you come enter. Hey, Egba mi o. Welcome, my brother.
Good evening. Hope you're
I
doing
can't
okay.
hear you. Can you guys hear her? I'm sorry. Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah. Good
Good
evening.
evening to everyone on the comment section and everyone all over the world. Good evening. Yeah. Sorry, we just feel like, oh, let's stop by and say hi to all my and everyone watching. We don't know what if Agbado has paid YouTube now and Twitter that they are taking people's video down. Only God can help
I
us.
just saw somebody just shared something with me now that YouTube pulls down the Dr. Damage's show
Yeah,
in which David Hundeyin spoke on Agbado's
it's on
Guinean
Twitter.
passport.
It's on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Got
on
it.
Twitter.
Eh?
It's on Twitter.
Mhm.
Uh,
So how do they? I don't understand. So that means that the Agbado people mass report, because there are a lot of Agbado people on that Dr. Damages actually. He entertains a lot of people. So a lot of Agbado people likely reported that video in mass. That's what happened. So they reported it, and then they pulled it down. After they've seen, if they've gotten a lot of reports, right, YouTube will pull it down. That's probably what happened. I
but
don't
he should have written to them now. That's well, maybe there are not a lot of obedient. Well, and they may, I mean, what APC cannot fake does not exist. Maybe they pay people to
But
do
the
that.
thing is that for a fact, I don't know if you've ever been on Dr. Damage's show. Have you ever been on the show? Give us a mandate.
I mean, I just passed by
Okay,
those shows.
so
I mean,
I've been on his show. There are a lot of Agbado people on his show. And he gives everybody the opportunity to talk. So a lot of these Agbado people, when they come now, once they know, they will come and they will be justifying rubbish and
and they
nonsense.
live in the US, right?
And they live in the US. Most of them, some of them, when
Oh
they talk,
Lord.
they hide their face for me for camera. Not only
Mm,
half their eye, now they see because they not
uh,
make you see them fully. Because they
only
know say what that they do no make sense. So there's a lot of Agbado people on the show, to be honest. So I'm
only
not
God could help
surprised that
them.
they down.
I mean, the other guy himself, this one that called himself one man went to moon.
That one is full Agbado now.
Facts.
That one is full agbado. He even come. Sometimes he's come to my show. He said he will now write a Milo Awalo con. He will write
Ah,
it and leave. The
God,
guy.
God will help him.
I say wow. Oh
I,
yeah.
would they say that the passport and then the passport was a fake news? Would they say that the helicopter, all of those things are fake news?
That's what they will try to say now. You know how
Well,
these people talk. They don't. It's almost like when they become agbado, eh? Their brain, they seize their brain, they hold on. Because when you listen to the interview that Fashola gave, you'll be wondering, so this one is a son. Hey, Egbami. How do they used to choose son? Me, I don't understand. So there's most of them, they ought to have disbarred them. Honestly, they go withdraw their certificate from them.
no, he's just trying to play on people's intelligence. I mean, he knows the truth. He's just trying to play smart, but he's just being foolish. I saw the other La Media about to trying to man, righteousness is no more in the land, just
Ah,
wickedness.
yes, right.
Eh,
Man, it's evil now. Evil that is running. It's just a stroll for streets.
in those days, I mean, in those days they'll tell you not your mentee one share. Uh, don't sell, don't go and give your family bad name out there. But today, people don't even care about name anymore.
They don't care about all that.
They
All that
just
doesn't matter to them anymore.
eh.
They don't
Remember
care.
in those days growing up, they'll tell you, not your mentee one show. If you're going for service, they'll tell you, Mark, if you're going to school, they say, don't join bad gangs, or don't do this. So now we even heard that primary school children are the ones that are joining gangs in Nigeria.
Oh yeah. They
Marshall,
are. Yeah. Yep. Primary
man,
school. They say it's been a while since it's been happening. Joining. They recruit them young now. They recruit them very young so that by the time they get to secondary school, they don't strong. Even secondary school, see what they happen for secondary school. They feel like, hey God, I say, wow. Wow, what are parents doing? In which for Nigeria, this is why it's a problematic society because so many things they went when that society people supposed shut down the society for
man.
completely. When as a mother, children they go school, they will come back in the not normal again, or they no go even come back at all. They will just from there go waka go. They will just buy. Okay, no reach make parents do just protest world like nationwide protest for wetin dey happen for children. But when such things happen, guess what? Everybody go just carry on. They go do concern me. They go even still carry their children go the same school again. It beats me. Then when it now happens to somebody else, they will now come out and start crying. Oh, this one, that one happened. But when it happened to somebody else's child, why did you not stand up at that time? Because this would have been prevented. But because you did not stand up when uh, um, this terrible thing was happening in another in another child. This is why it has this whole thing has continued to the point where it's now affecting you. It's not my business. It's not my business. The Jews came. You say, oh, it's not my family. They know they came for the how they take talk that saying.
Mm,
They came for the socialists. You say, well, I no be socialist. They carry them. They came for another group. No be I know they that group. They carry them. They came for another group. You know be my group. You carry until they come for you. That's what's happening in Nigeria. It's sickening because when you talk about the leadership, we know okay, there's a problem that's obvious, but the people themselves, the mindset is a problem. Because when something happens, if I, God forbid, I had a child in the school and something terrible like that happens, I tell you that very day that pikin they come out for that school. Dat pikin go comot for dat school. I go rather go put am for kpokpo garri school where dem dey carry kpokpo garri go school than make e dey school wey be say dem dey tap the pikin go school small thing e don kpai e don go. Dis is the problem. And then in a society where man go just do im wife anyhow e go do am, do serious severe damage to the wife, the society go quiet, nobody go talk. How can it change? Until people start to understand that what affects one affects all of us, we will be in this vicious circle. You see the work Peter Obi is just coming in, it's just foundational. But the remaining work, mindset, it has to change from within, man. It has. It has to change. And this whole what's it called, attraction that people have for money, this whole relationship with money that people have in Nigeria, it's very scary. People are willing to do anything,
I mean,
sacrifice their
you
child.
see, is it Bamiani? Abi, what is that name? The Adamawa lady,
Who be that one? Oh,
Bi,
Binani,
Binani,
that
yeah, Binani, and she would have been the pride. She would have been the pride of the nation, but she just dropped it.
I never, people were saying, oh, she's a woman, first woman. I'm like, to hell, first woman, my whatever. First woman nko, first woman is not pure. First woman paying 2 billion just
That,
because she wants to win.
that
God
lady and
forbid.
that lady and her husband, they wreck havoc in Ubeck.
Ha.
Facts. But people are they stole. I mean, they were good from, and allegedly they said they're going to start their own airline business.
Who the Benani people?
Yeah, she and the husband.
Wow.
Yeah, they have the largest printing press business in the whole of West Africa, in the whole of Africa, I guess.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she was
Hey.
one. She was one that printed all of the ballot paper. Now,
Oh, right.
yeah,
So what
all of
did
it.
she not win when she's in a party of thieves?
They printed all of the ballot papers, and so she had everything going for herself in Adamawa. I mean, honestly, Nigeria needs a total overhauling,
Complete and total
but
overhauling.
it's going to take a lot of work
I'm telling you, it's
because
sure will.
these guys are not going to go easy.
They're not going to go easy. That's why we cannot give up easy
Yeah,
too.
drug barons are not easy to deal. They are not easy to. The system itself has to fight against them. So Buhari, anywhere you are, you know the right thing to do. And the one that Oshibajo came out after 7 weeks, that's so surprising. Maybe he knows what. Maybe he knows something that we don't know. That he came out and speak, and I think he spoke yesterday. Maybe there is something that he knows that we don't know. So
Well, we sure need everybody, sha, whether they be bad or what. If they turn around tomorrow and become good and realize that okay, their ways have not been pure and they choose to do the right thing, I'm all for it. As long as we get all these people out of the way, and then we can start looking into their own. I'm telling you, but we need everybody right now. If Osibajo is coming out, he should make his voice louder because I've
kila
not
kila
heard him.
kila kila ti ń gbọ́ pé ẹni tó ń gbógun olóró fẹ́ jẹ president. Man, person dey carry drug wan be president, like for real. And Fashola is saying that you don't have to be a saint to rule. We are not nobody. I mean, all the people that we had in the past, nobody is a saint, but you need compassion, you need capacity, you need character, which is a key thing. Character. This man that told people to go and buy people, buy, run with it, steal, snatch it, and buy. Man,
Hmm.
I don't know.
By the way, if he's asking, what did Osibanjo say?
Well, I think he said he was talking about the tribal stuff in Lagos, that the election should not be about tribes and all that. But this is just medicine after death. Is it even medicine? It's like it's like- to me. I just feel that are you telling the southeastern people to ekonjekagba for long? Come on. If he had come out to speak the next day that this MC Oluomo made those inciting comments, maybe nothing would have happened in Lagos State if he had probably spoke the following day. But after 7 weeks, you are now coming out to speak to who? To the citizens of Nigeria, or maybe you are calling a family town halls. Man, I really don't know. I really don't know.
The guy came out too late, though. If you ask me, he came out too late. I
Too
don't know.
late, too late, too late is an understatement. When you are saying too late, it's an understatement. Too late, okay. Let me put the link in the private chat. Maybe you can just
Yeah,
maybe just do a kind of run through for Doctor. I
if
have
he.
the links there.
Okay, let me see. Um, that's the link. Okay. um, Mr. Ogbona, how now? How you do? Talk to us quickly before I move to Mr. Ishooluwa. Welcome. Okay, I don't think he can hear us. Mr. Ishooluwa, welcome.
Yes, my sister. Good evening. Oh.
Good evening. Now, when I want to dey comot, now all of una come start to dey enter.
No, me. I somehow I was watching. I just got distracted. I didn't know that my phone was. My phone was off, so I just come up again, and I realized that you guys should still be here. So I.
Okay. Okay. Let me
So
quickly. Can you guys see my screen?
yes,
Okay. So, Ify, so he said the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has said that for Africa to meet the yearnings of its people and attain its growth ambition, the role of knowledgeable leadership committed to good governance remains critical. I'm trying to go to the point where I cannot
that
fully.
that write up is very very long, but in a nutshell, there is
Uh-huh.
something Osibajo knows now. That is why it's bold to come out and speak. You know all these people, Agbado don't hijack them. Agbado don't
Yes,
frighten them well. So for him to come out now, I won't blame him so much because if you are not in that circle, you won't just know what is going on. But for him to come out now, if you read that.
Oga Ishiolua, is he by force to be vice president?
exactly.
Yes, it's not by force to
So
be.
why can't he just resign?
Exactly.
Now your brother now the question where you supposed to ask him because
Not
now even me even before now I was so much like why will somebody in that caliber like a pastor and
even
something.
before he wrote this one that he wrote. Do you know how many times I personally called him out on Niger Watch? A day before he wrote this stuff that he wrote on leadership on leaders newspaper, I called him out a day before he wrote this thing.
That is what I'm saying now. You know that
And then
these
you are
people.
coming out
You
to
know the way.
say, man,
The way these people be, the way they act. These people are politicians. So they probably what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, probably he has seen that there is no light for Agbado to go there on the 29th. So
Right.
for him to come out now, you should know that there is something that is happening that we don't, we might not be saying. Because why is he coming out now? That is the question everybody should ask ourselves. Why is he coming out now? Why not then? If you look at what Fashola displayed that day, it was displayed like an illiterate. You should know that these people, they are under bondage. They are under captivity of this man, this Agbado man. This man I don't know what this man used to hold them down. I don't know, honestly.
He collect all their brain. I maybe say they're in a cult.
Honestly,
One and coach. That's
you,
what
you you reduce a whole professor, the one that we respect before, you reduce it to nothing. You
they want to
reduce.
be reduced.
Oh my God. Ah, these people, honestly, these people, and I usually say this. Our principal knew what he was going to face. He is prepared. So people are just, for him to be quiet, people are just undermining that. No, Peter Way is not. No, he knew what he was going to face. He said it now before the election. He knew. So all these things he does, all these things that is going on. I know that our principal is the last person to back out. And since he's not backing out, we are not backing out. There is no backing out now. It's too late now. And these people, they are frightened already, because if you see from their camp now, it's like there is fire on the mountain. Everybody's running everywhere, you know. So that is to tell you that victory is sure, victory is sure. It's really, really sure.
I
So
mean, like
give
you
us
said,
a mandate. Honestly, I understand your plight, but even me, I already thought about that before now. But something again said maybe there's something this man saw now for him to come up boldly. Do you know what it took him to for him to come up boldly? And if you read that right
when
up,
you say come out boldly, the one that this one that even wrote, do you know there are some elements of diplomacy in what he wrote?
no, if you he condemn everything. There is no the
Okay.
diplomacy is not
Condemn
is.
after 88 people died, right? And he's the vice president of the nation.
But if he has kept quiet,
God will help him.
yes, God will help him. That is the thing. If he has kept quiet in call, but for him to come out and say
So
something,
of
if you
what
know
so
that
of what benefit of what he just like they say house they burn and fire service showed up after the whole thing done bomb finish. What more can we salvage?
that is it,
Nothing.
yeah. All these
Nothing.
politicians. Well, I don't know. Once they go there, I don't know if their head they knock their head. They just lock their head and throw the key inside the sea. I don't know.
That's exactly what
They,
they do. They
they,
belong
they,
to a cult. So
they are
they
devil
for
now.
that they go submit their brain.
What I want him to remember
They
again is
turn
this is
to
maybe like
devil.
midnight in Nigeria. As you're sleeping, you'll be hearing it in your dream.
Sure.
Untaba Sheleni. All right, Tonilola. We
Yeah,
all are where
Benny.
we are today because of the choice that we made yesterday. And
yeah,
the choice we
That's
make will make tomorrow will take us where we'll be in the future.
yeah.
sure.
The reason why you and I keeps coming here is because we have a nation, and that nation is sick. Do you know that 33 people died in southern Kaduna only for the governor to come out and display shenanigan of 6 girls that were rescued from the hands of maybe um, a kind of set up kidnappers to cover the 33 the 33 people that were pied. 33 people. And somebody said if one cow was taken down, the military will show up in Kaduna.
And a lot of people will
They
go for
have
it.
reduced human life.
It's very, very unfortunate.
Human life does not worth more than a cow in Nigeria because of all these wicked leaders.
That is why you and I are here every day, because this is what we have been fighting. If
Now
our principal,
people died in southern Kaduna. Did he make any comment about it?
You should know that these people are. You should know that these people, they know what they are. They are the ones that are doing it now. What do you expect them to do?
You are
They are the
taking
ones that.
life, you are taking people's life because of politics. Ha! Man, these guys not they don't have any hearts. And Dino is coming out to say he wants to be a governor of which state?
I have told everybody, PDAPC, anybody that comes from PDAPC, they are all same. They are all the same. They are all
If
the same.
if Kogians allow Dino to be their governor, man, I don't know what more we can say about them. Dino coming out as a governor in which country and in what state?
So
Man,
in that space, we need somebody from a fresh background to come out from another party. Because if it's Dino and the other guy from Yeye Bello, just know that Dino might take it. So instead of the other guy, so except a fresh person come out from a new party, because if it's left for Dino and the other guy from Yeye Bolo camp, just know that Dino is going to take it. So the people of Kogi should stand up now and support somebody, bring out somebody from another camp. Because if not, forget it. If not, because the people are already angry with Yeye Bello, so they need a fresh blood. Because Dino and Yeye Bello camp, all those people, they are all the same. They are all the
Wait,
same.
so Dino is coming out.
Dino
Dino,
is coming out under PDP. He has already.
yeah, where
He's
have
a
you been?
candidate under PDP now.
who won't vote for Dino? People are going to vote for that man.
Okay, some people did not vote for Agbado.
Hey, what
And
did
they
he
give him election.
what did he do for his
They announced him.
prior when he was a senator? Hasn't he been in the government for a long? How has the lives of his people been
That was the
affected?
same question I was asking on Ninja Watch. That can Dino tell Omoye, go and verify? I
I'm
built an
telling you.
hospital. I built borehole. I gave scholarship. Rather, Dino can display over 200 wristwatches, Lamborghini, Ferrari. In fact, man, what enterprise does Dino had before he became a politician? His
Yes.
house is
You see.
like his
You see
house is
what you are saying
littered
now.
with car.
You see what you are saying now. So it's now between Dino and Yeye Bello's camp. So if you are condemning the Dino to the last, what about Yeye Bello's camp? So if you see now,
I'm
what
not
they
supporting
did
any of
now.
them. What I'm just the reason I'm this passionate is that LP should have scout round in Kogi State. They should have scout round before now in Kogi State
Now
to
you are
bring
you are
somebody.
talking.
Of course, I will not support Yayabelo, the person that went to bring caterpillar to destroy federal road, regardless of whether federal or state, because you don't want your opponent Natasha to win an election, and you destroy the
And,
road.
no, and
Man,
nobody's talking.
who won't
Nobody's
talk?
talking. That is nobody. I
That
don't know how
that
these
state,
people.
that state, I don't know how that state operates, because if you see the lineup, if you see all of them, there's nobody that you can even say this one is somebody. There's you just look at them. Yeye Bello, look at Smart Adeyemi, look at Dino Mina, look at doesn't
I
mean they
mean,
don't even
for
have
me
a
as a person,
person in
I'm
that
this
state.
passionate about Kogi State because growing up as a child, primary school, I went to primary school, secondary school. My close friend is from Kogi State. Very wonderful family, Igbira.
Ah,
And,
these
and,
people.
and apart from that, Kogi are not too far from. I mean, some of them speak Yoruba. They speak Igbira, and that's some are close to Yoruba. And apart from all that, was saying that you guys have opened your eyes to see the harm that people like Dino did. This guy was, I mean, in a video, he was bringing out his wristwatches, the box. I have this. He will show you car. Are we envious of him? No. But this is the money that belongs to the people. If you sell one of those cars, it's enough to give people scholarship. You went there. When they caught him stole money, Dino acted as somebody that fainted when they were about to judge him in the house. He acted as somebody that fainted. That was the trick that the other professor, that professor from Niger Delta Commission, also did. Till tomorrow, that professor's case, you don't hear about it anymore.
Off the mic.
No, no more.
They silenced the case.
Honorable Minister, off the mic.
Off the mic. Nigeria is dead already. I'm telling you.
So
We need somebody to.
Nigeria will
Nigeria
resurrect
is not
again.
dead.
Don't
Nigeria is
worry,
not
don't worry.
dead.
This year we will reclaim
Oh,
our
guys,
money.
Nigeria it needs someone to resurrect it again. It's dead already. All these people
That
are.
is why.
They are, they are,
You and I are here talking. That is why we
yes,
are here.
they are taking it. They are taking it to where we don't even know again. We don't even know what it means again. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So no value.
we are in the process. Don't give up yet. We are in the process.
My
I'm
We
not.
are
my
going
I'm
to.
not.
brothers, do, you-
I'm.
do you
I'm,
do you,
I'm
do
not
you
giving up.
guys know that Festus Keyamo now? Don't
I'm not
forget,
giving
say
up.
he has an assignment. He has a job.
That is
Rather
it.
is on Twitter.
He's not doing anything. He ran abroad.
Yeah,
He go
but
stay abroad.
these
Talk rubbish.
people. They were not prepared of our principal Peter Obi. They were not prepared at all. So they thought
At
that
all.
it was a joke. You understand? So they haven't seen this kind of a scheme before. If it were to be PDP and APC, it would
Oh,
have been walk over a long time. You know,
since
but
now. Tete.
this yes, but with this one after the election, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, the people it's like the election just was conducted yesterday. The force is the momentum is gaining every day. The momentum is
Yes.
is becoming so strong every day. So these people
Yes.
they were not prepared. Internationally, nationally, they are not accepted. You know. So these people now they are just looking for every means to be accepted, to be recognized, but they are not seeing it anywhere. The people rejected you. Even the small support from international bodies, it seems that is not coming. So that is why these people, this guy, this Otobo, Festus Otobo, you think he went there to enjoy himself? No, they are going to negotiate. They are going to see how they can get some support, but they are not getting it. Every day, they are losing momentum. Every day, more revelation is coming up. Every day, and more are still going to come up. With all this evidence we have, we go to judicial and they say, no, from that, you know that this is unacceptable. Even to the last person in the society, nobody is going to accept it. Nobody
Sure.
is going to accept it.
I believe so.
Maybe we'll give others to speak
Yeah.
to.
Mr. Obona, what
Good
you want?
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
evening.
Welcome. Good evening. Tell us,
How
give
are you
us
doing now?
your thoughts on this matter. Our mandates. How your side be? How it be for where you dey? How the atmosphere be? How everybody they follow
Everywhere
this?
they cool. They cool. They battle 'em. No light. Nothing. Nothing. No governance again. Oh. I'm telling you, no governance. They are not doing anything. Nothing. I just wait. I don't know what they are just waiting. They are, even the one that won, the one that won is. I mean, don't know. Is he waiting for the swearing again before he could do anything? He's not. He's not even talking. Our governor here. You can't hear them say tangible things. You can't even see them. Can't hear them. They just hibernate to wherever they like to disappear everywhere. Our president is not there. He's in Mecca. I don't know whether he's back now. The one that they selected is we don't know where he is. Everywhere just silent. Nothing is working. I'm telling you, nothing is working. Light, they do it as if if you are inside your house, you are on and off your light. Ah, Which kind of government is this one? And Gbado and the PDP, same people, same bunch of people. They are just there. We cannot see governance. Nothing. Nothing. I don't know. These people, I don't know what the way they think in their brain. They thought governance is just bread and butter, just come and eat and go. They don't know is you come there, you have to use your brain and do some things. Gather people that can do work and let them work for people. Serve people. That's what governance is all about. Truthfully, fearlessness. If you know what is good, you do it for people. But they're just there. Can't see anything. Can't hear from them. They're just there. I don't know. If some few of them that talk now, Fashola, you come. Can't you see how the way he's doing his mouth? The mouth is even twisting, even going one side. It's not even more good thing to see. They would ask you this question, but to another, the question they did not ask you. What sort of government is this one? Look at Fashola. Turn himself to nothing. Imagine Professor Oshibajo. He reduced himself to nothing because of this old kabu. I just need to think. I don't know. I think my head. I don't know. What these people, even in your family, you know how to handle your family now, no? But this one is majority of people. They give you you enter government to serve many people. It's not one small interest of people that you gather. You serve them. You give them peanut. The rest you gather it to yourself. That's what they're doing. They share that money. Yeah? I'm telling you, since we never get light for 24 hours, one thing like this government, this APC government, since 8 years now, they never do one thing that you say you did what this one is standby. We can see it. They will tell you they feed how many millions of school children. You can't see one child that say they give me bread for school. They will tell you they do this. You can't even they tell you they pay 5,000 naira for people. You can't see someone that collect that 5,000 naira since they started this regime. I don't know what they come there to do. And they are just jokers like that. I don't know how to put them. I don't know how to categorize them. We need governance in this country. We need somebody that will come and shake the whole Nigeria and let there be something. Let people see evidence of governance. We cannot see it. My people, we cannot see it. They are just here making noise, talking with a brute mouth. Speak the kind of language English we can't even understand. If the people they even brought to come and do the elections, the kind of way they do the things. Look at what happened to Adamawa. Can you see that man? That man that was announcing, he was on the way on the motion, announcing result, declaring somebody. Imagine, Nigeria have turned to nothing. No value at all. They don't value life. They don't value anything. They did not tire me, but I'm not tired because I believe somebody that have that kind of mind I have is coming. Or somebody that has even say the truth. This is how we do this thing. This is how we do this thing. And people will see it. Yeah. With all these evidences now, I have I saw where Fashola, Tinubu, and one other man was in a shopper. I don't know whether people have seen it in Guinea Conakry, and they were asking Fashola, what about the Guinea this thing, citizenship? It was talking not out of place. A son that don't know whether if Nigeria have a dual citizenship, whether it would whether they will put him, they will allow him for presidency. See, I don't know what these people have turned themselves to. The kind of juju they Agbadu do to them. I thought I heard it somewhere. That broom that is there's a juju there. That they get that juju somewhere around Malaysia or so. But that juju is fading now. I'm telling you, it's fading. by the grace of God. It's going down. Our man, principal, is coming by the grace of God. I believe so. That is why all of us are here. Since the election last 2 months or so, people have been talking. This thing is not the way it's supposed to be, and this one is not say they don't even know how to maneuver the thing. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to manipulate it. We can see it, Kurokuro, that this one is out of it. Broad daylight robbery, nothing to show for it. So, my people, believe that with God, what things are possible. Our mandate is coming back to us, I believe, by His grace of God, just like one of us have said here. And we are waiting for that great day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazio Bona. Thank you. I understand everybody tired for the matter, but we must continue to fight. One
Yes.
love, welcome, sir. Good evening to you.
Don't sleep.
Guys. Um,
Welcome.
Sorry to get into you guys' conversation. I wasn't sure what you guys were saying, something about Dino Melaye or something. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how did Dino Melaye came up in you guys' platform or in any other place because
I don't know, I think somebody alluded to it. So we're not talking about Dino Milari. He's not even a conversation here.
oh,
Somebody just brought it up in passing, as in, making reference to. So me, I just said, well, isn't there someone else that should be running against that guy? Because none of these people should be around the corridors of power. So it was just an aside. It's not a main topic. I don't want to make him popular here. I'm not interested. I hope he loses. I hope that the Kogi people open their eyes and really ask themselves questions. Has their life changed since he's been in government? How has he affected their life? I hope they ask themselves these tough questions and vote him out. In fact, they should look for someone who is a Labour Party candidate to get in, not that human being.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, sometimes when you just look at Nigeria, you don't even know where to start from. It's really tough. It's hard. I mean, I talk to people every day in Nigeria. You don't even know what kind of conclusion you can draw from that country. I mean, I just listened to the last speaker. Yeah, everything he said is pretty much true. Like, I don't think Nigeria at this point has a government because nothing is working. Nothing is even in place that would tell you that we actually have someone running this country. The president is completely nothing. Like, he's not aware of what is going on. Even if he's aware, he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, I think sometimes we understand that they have such a difficult mind that they don't even care about the Marxists. But I think majority of the time, these guys have no clue of what leadership is all about. They think all they have to do is to go there, get their money, satisfy themselves and those who probably help them to get into that position. And they forgot that one of the main tenets of leadership is leading by example. And none of them has been able to demonstrate that for over the years. And all of these effort has trickled down to the bottom. And one of the consequences is what we saw in Adamawa. Because now we could see that a resident electoral commissioner who was supposed to be doing his job, but he decided to overstep his boundary and went ahead and called an election that was still under collection, you know? And that is because of corruption and everything. They just felt nothing is going to happen. Now, I believe they knew that what they did was going to lead to some sort of civil war, even civil unrest, because the guys there in Adama were probably wouldn't have would have tolerated that mess. They just felt, well, we can do this to Atiku. We've done something like this in the past. We can even try to do it to Obi during the presidential election, and nothing is going to happen. I believe that's the reason why a stupid Mahmoud Yakubu did what he did, But again, they underrated Obi. They just thought nothing is going to happen. It's going to be business as usual. And I think they were totally wrong. That's not where we are going anymore. I believe we are going to get our mandate back because we have ample evidence that they stole our mandate and they know it. So when I hear about people like Dino Melaye, these guys who have stolen billions of dollars from Nigeria Treasury, a senator, having all of those words, a senator having all of those cars and houses all over the place, when people on the street can't even drink water, people on the street can't even eat, and people on the street can't even complete the basic education. And you want to come out and tell me that you are a changed man, that you want to be the governor who can change everything, oh, that you are a repentant soul? Come on. I think we have to understand that past behavior predicts future behavior. None of these guys are going to change. We need new phases, that are going to come out and take over the government. Because at this point, we don't have a government. President is nowhere to be found. All the governors probably are nowhere to be found. They don't know what they are doing. Insecurity all over the places. Healthcare is zero. And the other day I was reading how many doctors have left Nigeria. And Nigeria as a country has less than 10,000 doctors working. Come on. I don't even know what is going on anymore. I think the time is now or never. If they don't give Obi his mandate, and if we don't get our mandate back, I think they should forget about Nigeria. It's either everybody go their own separate ways, or we just try to cancel that country called Nigeria and delete it out of the map in the world, because nothing exists and nothing works there. This is 2023, and people still can't find clean drinking water. It's sad, And then I see people like Festus Kenyamumu, the idiot, who's going on Twitter to say that he's waking up in. Why are you waking up in America? Come on, go to Nigeria and wake up in Nigeria. People sacrifice their lives to build this country. People are they are under 6 feet today because they fought for this country. But you have to run away and come here. I don't care what kind of meeting you are coming here to do. If this country was messed up like the way you guys have messed Nigeria up, I don't think you'll be flying up here for a meeting, and then you are there celebrating a corrupt election that was just carried out to declare a corrupt lady. We all thought, first time a lady is going to become a governor, but they were all corrupt. So people like Festus Keyami, if you don't know what to say, I want you to shut up and delete your Twitter account, because you don't know what you're doing. And this has shown again that our educational system is broken. For someone like a son to come out there and be spilling out nonsense from his mouth, yeah, it has a lot to say about our country, that we don't have a country anymore. So I believe at this point, we are going to focus on the judiciary, and the judiciary is going to do their job, and they better do the right thing, because if they don't, I think that is going to be the end of a country called Nigeria. I think that's all I have to say right now. Thank you.
Well, I think we need to everything you say. I hear what you're saying. One love. I thank you very much uh, for the points that you noted. But I want us to really stop saying that Nigeria is finished. We shouldn't say that. We shouldn't put that in the atmosphere. Because if we keep saying that, what am I doing here? You're indirectly saying that all the efforts that we're making so far is not relevant. We don't have a choice in this. Do we agree it is messed up? Absolutely. There's a lot of work to be done. But we shouldn't be saying, because we're indirectly putting ourselves down, that the country is finished. I beg you, Nigeria is not finished. That's why US, That's where you come from. That's where we all come from there. It is up to us to get it right, to do the right thing. We have to do the work. We can't delegate it to someone else. It's up to us right now. So I want us to use our words powerfully because our words have power. So if we keep putting that into the atmosphere, it's canceling out the work that we're putting in, the efforts that we're putting in.
No, 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 no. I think we are doing the right thing. What I mean is the system is broken. Nigeria is completely done, is broken. I mean, that's the reason we are fighting.
I agree.
That's the reason
Agree.
we are fighting.
I'm not
Bring it
disputing.
up, you know.
We're not disputing that there's nothing wrong with the system. That's not what I'm just saying that we shouldn't use that. We shouldn't use that phrase. Mazio Bona used it and you are using it. I just want to caution us. I'm agreeing with everything you've said, but I just want
I'm
us
sorry for
to,
that. I'm sorry for that.
yeah, I just don't want to because all the work when we they do, we are putting in work day in, day out because we want to see improvement in it. Someone will not say the country is finished. Someone will not talk out. If you say disappointed in the system, they have they have brought the system down. We can say that, but we shouldn't say it is finished. We are putting a finality to it when we say that, and we're trying to fight to get it right. That's why we're all here. That's all I'm trying to say. But I hear you, and your points are well noted. I know since I keep quiet, I not interrupt you because everything you they say, everything makes sense, including Matthew Bona. We're all tired. We're desperate to see the change. That's why we're here, putting in our 2 cents. BB, welcome. Oh.
My sister, how now? Good
I did
evening to everyone on the panel. Auntie Omoye, how about you?
body day. We thank God.
And to
Well,
the wonderful commentators. I did see on a walk, oh, very, very nice. You know, make me the hear with you that I supposed here for class. It's not good, but we try. Um, can you guys hear me? Hello.
clearly,
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. So I've been having. Oh my! I sent you some things on your phone on what is it called on Instagram. I think there's one that's going to make you laugh there, and if you would want to share it with the with the channel, that's okay. How Agbado's camp and any other camp is feeling right now as to what is going on with them. But how is that song that James? I feel good. Na, 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 na. I'm really feeling good. And I'm feeling good because I choose to be positive towards the whole thing. And that's the attitude we need to have because if we don't, first and foremost, we're not doing ourselves any service. It's not going to change things with how we feel, and you won't be able to plan and think well if you're not in a good frame of mind. And I can say that from experience. So Festus Akamo had a plan of propaganda, propaganda, propaganda. And we decided truth, 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 embarrass, 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 bring out their whole yama yama to the whole world. And David has been quite helpful in bringing out things that are not fake, very true. In fact, I just saw the documents from the Guinea embassy that prove that the visa given to the passport that Tinubu has is very, very much authentic. And for the people that are saying that it is a lie, it's not true, I just read something now that was really, really true when they're saying that the thing expired, blah, blah, blah. The passport expired does not mean he stops being a citizen. It's just like when your passport expires. It doesn't stop that. It doesn't mean that you stop being a citizen of that place. It just means that when you want to go there, you just have to go and renew. So if his passport expired in 2020, let's have it in mind that he's had it all that while for whenever time he had it for. It's just a matter of him going back to say, hey, I need this again. Let me go ahead and, do what I need to do, which probably explains maybe when he was in the country or whatever. I don't care. It's not important. The important thing is his hands were caught in the cookie jar, and we need to sing it like we are singing ABC, as in everybody should know the song by now. Sing it when they wake you up in your dream so you can tell the story. And that's about it. Any dirt that comes out from this people's camp, no matter how tiny, I will be the first person in front of the line to shout it out because that's what they've been trying to do. They have turned Peter Obi upside down and shook him so vigorously to try and get the dirt out of him. But the guy doesn't just have any. And they have resorted to every form you can think of. Now, the common young person on the road that is obedient is vexing them. And they want to do everything they can to get anybody to either be on their side or to play into their false narrative. It's just sickening. I was on a space today on Twitter, and these people were really breaking down what this white powder will do to us. And look, I got to a point just listening to it. I was inside the husband with my car with my I was in the car with my husband, and I literally started crying. I literally started crying what this white powder will do. And that day, the last time we had Omoye had a show and we talked about it, it ended with, kids on the street. And today I was hearing it's a normal thing to go to clubs and get powder. But the sad part of it is when it gets into the streets and into the villages, which it will. In fact, one lady said that it was in what village did she call it? To I think a village in the north that they had it, and it got to a point where when people don't have it, they sell. You can imagine what do you have in a village, but they sell the things just to get a hold on this white powder. And that's the song I keep singing. So I was not just traumatized with thinking of the girls in Afghanistan. Now I'm traumatized with thinking that this white, if God forbid this thing is in circulation. Yes, it is already there, but it's not in every Tom, Dick, and Wasiu's face. But just imagine if it is there, which is why when I saw the drama this idiot was doing with Sonweku, and I'm thinking, they gave me a new playlist. I'm going to play it as much as I can. Let every human being hear it. Because this is not the human being we want in such an important place. I don't know how you guys see it. We all might be here. But man, Nigeria is a household name in every African country, whether you like it or not. Nigeria is a household name. Now, depending on how positive or how negative it is, but by the time you count 3 countries in Africa, Nigeria is either number 1 or number 2, not even number 3, number 1 or number 2. So you can imagine us having a head without a body. Because when you have a head, it cannot function by itself. It has to be complete. So for you to have a head only, that means no future, no positivity, no energizing, business gone, name tagged. We don't want that. I listened to a guy that gave an experience of how he went to somewhere to have a drink, and this guy walked up to him and was talking to him, and the discussion was really going well. And he was in a foreign country, and it was really going well. They were exchanging numbers. And the guy wanted to come and do business. He said he was looking for people he could do business with. He likes and gingering young black men, blah blah blah. And he said it was really going well until the guy now asked him, "What country are you from?" The guy said it took him like 3 minutes to think, do I lie to him that I'm from Ghana, or do I tell him Nigeria? He said it was really worrying him because he saw how positive this guy was. And he said the minute he opened his mouth and said it was Nigeria, he said you could hear a pin drop. That was the end of friendship, conversation, business opportunity, everything gone. This was not last year. This was in 2017. And the situation was not this bad. So you can imagine how it is now. We have to get it right. There is no maybe, shall we, let's try. Heck no. It has to be done right. Which is why when I see the confidence that comes out with Obi and how he talks with so much calm, I'm like, they say make you know they drink Panadol for another person headache because you don't know how they take pain the person. So if he's that calm, I choose to be calm as well. And if he says this is how things should be done, that's how things are going to go. Hussein is bringing out all this. We have no clue what they have. We have no clue what Oga Peter Obi and his camp has. And I am sure they've done their homework, which is what makes them very, very calm. Also, I think it was Madame Victoria yesterday that was saying something. She made a very beautiful point that all this while, Oshibanjo has not said a word. And that for him to be saying something now, it just means the flame is dying down on that camp, which is true because we know Oshibanjo and Tifnubu are not friends. So if he is saying something now, it means there's fire on the mountain and they're gradually losing focus, losing strategy, losing points, and losing people. And when you lose people and you're standing by yourself and you now notice that you're naked, wow, you don't have anybody fighting for you or rooting for you, and that's a problem. And I think we're getting there. So I think we should be positive. Whatever it is that can ginger us all, whatever it is that can, pump the air, Oga Bazi, I understand, I get where you're coming from because I understand how gibberish Nigeria can be. But I want you to be positive because once this man gets in, he wants to clean up everywhere, not just one sector. He wants to clean up, and that is going to mean all of us we're going to put our hands inside it. We're going to be ready to do work because it's one thing to say, hey, he has to win, Obi must win. But when Obi is calling for people to work, I hope everybody will be ready to show up. Because now we're fighting from a distance. But when it is ready to work, he will want everybody there. Come carry your shovel, come carry your kaya, come carry your basket. Let's scrub the place. And that's where we're heading. So I think we should just chill, be positive. It may sound very easy, but men, it's the only strength we have. The strength in numbers, and we have the numbers.
Right. Thank you very much, baby. So here's the thing. So that man, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. See that man that was in the helicopter, the green helicopter that was in the middle. That's him right there. What exactly is the relationship between this guy, Bat, and Osman Diara, aka Usman Yara, a Malian political fixer and suspected international um, uh, powder trafficker? My God, oh, Salubwala, oh. Eh? Hmm. Eh, there was something else I saw that he shared. Let me see. So they've reopened his Twitter account. Mm. So tech bosses, this is really happening. Tech bosses are letting dictators censor what Americans see. Mhm. Oh, since this man buy Twitter, my
Oh my
goodness.
now they won't talk or say he enter Twitter enter one person hand with a see rishi rishi. And this is the danger, like Chimamanda said of a single story. Now it be this.
Kai. So Guinea Conakry don't confirm. They confirm say Agbado gets the issue diplomatic passport. Yeah. See video below of Usman Yara, that's him right there, meeting with Macky Sall, I guess na inside that Agbada on behalf of Alpha Condi. Hi. Wow. Yeah. The absence of this crucial physical evidence, the case unsurprisingly fell apart. Mayara, who was also identified as the powder Akamu supplier by the suspects, who met him inside a Toyota Prado at Bamako's Hotel Masali. Oh God, oh God, oh God. This man, may God protect David for us, so please. Now only na him dey drop information for us, so hey, if you guys want, you can go and read it on your own. um See am, see the guy. My God, abeg you can't be this is why all Nigerians, we all hands have to be on deck on this one. If you're a Nigerian, all hands have to be on deck. This one no be one person work at all. Eh? um The
Anton
problem.
Moye, do you have the one where someone is with him?
Yes, now that's the one.
Mhm.
That was the one in the helicopter, right? I saw that. I showed that. I had played it earlier.
For me,
So
it just confirms what Ambode said about him. It truly confirms. And I wish I could get a mugshot of him here in the US, but I don't try. I know fit here.
yeah, yeah, I played it earlier. Might be this now. So yeah, I be any. Do you know say this man from Mecca, Boo Boo, he dey assign work to Agbado for Mecca. He don dey give defer im work to Agbado now. I saw it somewhere, read it somewhere. I can't remember. He don dey defer the work to am. The man don hands off now. He cannot wait for May 29. The man can barely wait. So he's in Mecca now. So na there he go dey titi. Maybe he no go even come back. See am.
The fire that Bubu is getting is the same fire that Babangida got when he got out. When he stepped aside, it's the same fire. You think this Bubu is Bubu is not. He's not having it easy now. There is fire on the mountain. Even as well, there is fire everywhere. They don't confuse. They don't know what they want to do now. Trust me.
Shey na wow.
But
Hey,
in the second thought, who took that recording? Who recorded that?
that's the
That is
thing.
to tell you that is somebody that is within Agbado's camp.
They say so. Someone who was it that explained this thing now? Somebody explained it. I can't remember when. So the way they are taking the picture, you see how this man is also taking a picture as well. He's also doing his own video. Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Oku, see am, he dey do him own video. The guy for ground dey
When
do him own video.
I watched the video, somebody was talking, but I don't know the language he was talking of.
Na
Talking.
French the person dey speak.
Okay,
So
it's like the one that recorded this is from the other man's camp.
It
It
looks like
seems they want to keep the video for
for
something like in case
yeah,
somebody messed
yeah,
up.
that's what this is sounding like. That's what it seems like. Yeah, you know.
See as
It's
Agbado they smile like person when they chook hand for somewhere.
He dey count the money we go collect when they make us belle sweet.
he's delegating, or if he's already delegating, he's deferring his work. So whatever work they give to him, he's pushing it to Agbado. I'm telling you, I read it somewhere. I can't remember where I saw this thing. You know, when you read so many things about this Nigerian news, you get caught up. Sometimes you don't know which. So I read it somewhere. Yeah, he's delegating to him now. In Thailand, if you are simply a dual C, you cannot hold any government related job or even police officer. My brother, and so it's supposed to be. Even in America, there's certain positions you can't hold, right? If you're not a citizen. And if you're a citizen self, they're not going to still not be you're not going to be priority. They will first give their people first when they're born for you before they even talk about you. My people. Well, make we end the show. Abeg, make we end am. Tomorrow is another day because we need strength to continue to fight this fight, because this fight is not ending soon, e no dey end tonight. So maybe tomorrow we'll wake up and these people will just hear say all of them don disappear somehow magically. Dat na the hope wey we go get be that. But aside from that, my people, We could call am a day right now.
I beg, Omoya, I want to ask question. Or did anybody hear anything about the tribunal today, or it wasn't done?
Never heard anything
Isholuwa,
about them.
Mr. Isholuwa, do you want to answer that? Because you have
Yeah,
more.
I think they respond. They said they were waiting for Shetima's response. You know, he has to respond. So it depends on the day that they got the petition to him. You know, it might not be the same time. You know, they sent to Agbado and the APC. So everybody has 21 days. So it depends on the day that they got to Shetima. So anything let's say plus or minus, let's give it to till this Friday. Everything it should be, you know, it should elapse that 21 day.
Okay.
Shetima not get response.
Thank you.
I beg you. Those people not get response. They're just there trying to make fool of people.
No, if he doesn't respond, it's walkover now. That means
They
he has
don't have
admitted
response.
that.
These men are whole. They are all bunch of whole nonsense people that are ruling that country. We should get out of that place.
Sure, sure.
I think it's time they start looking into building an old people's home, a very big one that they can throw them into when time reach, because we go need them. They make them do bed, do place where people of dementia go there because then go plenty, we go that place because all of them cannot run. No. Once will be enter like this, way then lock gates throw away key.
No,
Nobody's flying
you
out.
believe obedient now. You know the way when obedient hammer in nature that form retired is it general or the one that wanted to make it to Obidati's campaign now.
Mm-hmm.
You
May
know
they
the way
just may they
obedient
just
drag the
do.
man come out. Now the same way, even if our principal doesn't want to probe them, obedient will probe all these people. Trust
Yeah,
me.
now make me just say after probing them, they can decide that they want to go on self-exile. That's why I'm saying that we should just look for one space and build one old people's home. Let them go there and reminiscence on their old age and their stupidity whilst they were all in office.
I did tell you.
Until Moye, thank you so much for having another evening, for hosting us. Nice, nice show. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thanks everyone
Thank
and
you.
have a wonderful evening and
You
we'll
as
see you
well.
again.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye.
very much, everyone. Thank you. Give us our
Bye bye,
money.
yo.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazio Bona. Thank you very much. One
God
love,
bless you.
Mr. One Love. Thank you. Tomorrow we fight again. People
Eh,
used to the
Thank
rest. Yes, so thank you. All right. Well, everyone, thank you very much for being here. Sister Ify, thank you. Nelly, Kene, Christopher, everyone. We fight again. But more una no give up. Oh. We get long, we get fight to fight until we collect our mandate because we no fit allow una see wetin the kind dark people wey wan try enter. Abeg, we no fit allow am enter. Oh. We no fit allow am. So not on our watch. We need to start saying not on our watch, not on our time. Abeg. So
Yes, sir.
may all of them enter house biko abeg. We no get time to give to another set of corrupt people again. You know
This one na corruption in another dimension.
exactly. Na another dimension.
Where,
They go carry us go
where's
where we no know.
Biakwa,
Exactly. Yes. So
Anjibakwa.
abi o. All right then. I will see you now on my next show. Please, guys, like on your way out, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone. Good
God
night.
bless you all.
Bye. God bless you. Bye.